Hello, everybody.
Hey,
I am not live. Why am I not? I am live. Okay.
yeah. It's,
Screen glitched out. Sorry about that.
I mean, I know there's a bit of a delay, but did you die? I mean, it's just very quickly, just passed away. Sorry.
Yeah, it happens a lot these days, apparently. Good evening, Ron. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for kind of having me on. It's you had 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted to be 1,001, so I figured the only way to do that is to put in a personal appearance.
There you go. It worked. Mr. Mike, how are you doing?
I'm here. Probably won't be for too long. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow.
Jobs. Not
Life
important.
sucks.
Not important. So I figured I will do a quick stream, and I'm gonna try to cap it at 1 hour. Although this might be over in 10 minutes, because
It's
I
a
will
zip drive. Do you really think you're going to be able to fix it?
I don't know. I have no no idea. If you look at the description below, I mentioned how cocky I was, saying, "Yeah, I'll fix it," not having ever opened one of these before. So we'll see.
It's nothing a spudger can't fix, right? You just kind of you slide it in there, give it a good shake, maybe a butter knife.
I don't have one of those handy.
You're
I
a
walked
hammer
into the
doing.
wrong thing. Oh yeah, he is. Steve has a second channel, by the way. He uploads his more questionable work on his second channel. If you haven't checked it out, don't. You have to keep streaming until my wine delivery arrives. Uh, yeah, no, that can be hours. I'm not going to be here for hours. The one thing I forgot to set up in preparation of the stream is my actual Pismo. So give me 1 second while I get that going.
Well, I feel bad. Mike's got his ThinkPad out, and everybody else, and I should have had something nearby that I could.
Well, you got some kind of
You got an Apple
PC
TV behind you. Which
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
behind
the other
you?
shoulder. Yeah, the 2E. He's always lurking back there.
Oh, that's a
That guy.
Mac?
No, it's a 2E.
Yeah,
Apple.
Apple 2E.
Oh,
And
okay.
I do have.
Better than a
I got a
Mac.
bunch of crap in the way, but I got my Quadra 700 that I just retrobrated, so it looks better.
But you have something modern too. You just showed me the box for something very
Oh
modern.
yeah, it's modern. It's 2 years old. This thing, it's like a baby's toy.
It's more modern than that stuff behind you.
You got to use your hands. Come on. Yeah.
No,
No.
The cat is back.
Freaking cat.
It's like Steve was having a stroke or something.
That happened. That happened yesterday, right before we went live on MacYak. So we're all here. What was it? 5 of us, and suddenly, same sound. Mike leaves. What the hell just happened? Turns out-
Carrier detect error. Brr, you were done.
Cats hate him. Guaranteed within 2 hours. Well, Bruce, you have 55 minutes to show up on this stream. That's all I'm going to give you. It's not too bad right now. When I turned that fan on, and I don't know if Ron saw it, there was a cloud of dust that was lifted off my desk and just started floating around, because I've had a pretty busy day, and the dust is still a freaking inch thick from yesterday's iMac cleaning. So haven't had a chance to clean it yet.
I still think the best part was when you turned the fan on. It was perfectly timed outside, like somebody drove by on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with your fan, but I would get that looked at immediately.
It was good timing. All right. Let's see if I can put you guys here and turn this like so, and then do that, and then somehow do this. Can you guys see what's on the screen?
Yeah.
All right. So first thing I
Grab your
need to do
laptop.
is figure out if the thing that I'm working on tonight,
Yeah. The thing with the deal.
the thing is recognized in this computer. and I have no idea where to look for it.
Go under serial ATA or ATA.
We just got the 60 gig SSD, and that's it. In the other bay is a battery.
Scroll down. Yeah, serial ATA.
Serial is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, they're not serial. They're
Oh,
part
they're
of.
not.
Yeah. What's on the USB bus?
I don't have a USB, anything.
Oh,
Hold on, let me put the optical drive back in, just so I see where that might show up. This is hot swap, right?
I would think so.
All right. It's burning. It's not this burning. Okay, so the DVD drive is showing up under ATA.
Then the zip drive should show up there too.
Yeah, so it's a lot more dead than I thought it was. This should be fun. And Steve is supposed to be here with us, helping us out.
Steve's a jerk.
Well,
Yeah.
since he opened up that bug, sort of like whatever it is. There's Bruce.
Bruce!
But
Well, there's
since
a fat-
Steve opened up
There's
that,
a fat bald guy, but it's not the one you were looking for.
Nah.
I'll settle for his dad.
he's got that insect rescue place that he's running now. That's taking all of his time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I think there might be a third channel coming, Bug 84.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a bust. This thing is completely dead.
How come?
Reposition the camera here, point it down, and we're going to take it apart.
Oh, come on now.
But first, Bruce is going to tell us how his evening is going.
Well, at this stage, it's actually still afternoon. It's 3 in the PM here. And pretty good, thank you. I'm just on the lookout for some alcohol delivery. And then once it's arrived, I can then head down to the workshop and continue working on the classic reloaded board version 2, 1.2. So
Ooh.
I've been holding up there a bit. It's I'm sure been very frustrating for poor Kai because he wants to get these things selling, but he hasn't been able to sell them because we haven't been able to prove that they work yet because I haven't built the second one. So
So you will
Yeah.
be live streaming after me?
no, I very literally won't have time. I'm squeezing this stuff in whatever spare moments I have. I'm actually I've got dinner arrangements. So
Boo.
yeah, boo, I know, but I will stream tomorrow.
So I didn't
So
remove
I
it,
love everyone.
but I poked a hole in it. Is my
Well, now
warranty
you
still?
you just voided the warranty, damn it.
I did not remove it though.
Oh, good point.
Plus, it looks like the damage came from the inside. How could you be responsible for
Exactly. The screw just exploded out. Now I've been, all jokes aside, which is hard because I'm on my 5th Baileys. I figured, or I was curious, how different is a zip drive like this from the one in my G3, G4, and all that. So
It's
this
smaller.
is more curiosity than anything else. I mean, if I could fix it, fantastic. I would be my own hero. But since I don't even know how to open it, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it. But Ron said Spudger will fix anything. So
that?
Percussive maintenance.
look at that. Ron was right.
I know. You just got to spudge it.
I knew we became friends for a reason.
Oh, there's your problem. Made in the USA?
Revision 7. If this was
Oh,
a 6, it would work fine.
That just means the case was made in the USA.
Yeah, the rest is made in good old China.
Mm-hmm.
China.
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 All right.
That's just the gift that keeps on giving. Sorry, the rest of the world, but
Yeah,
it's the
well,
gift
he's
that keeps on giving.
Got to be remembered for something, don't you?
Yeah.
China.
I just want to remember him for like that second Home Alone movie, and that's it. He was great. He got in there and just did it, and then left.
Okay.
It's gonna come
I
out.
am trying to do something here. It's failing.
The label saying "Do not push," which is on the back. Do not
Right.
push. Should tell you how delicate those are.
Do not push.
I'm not sure if
Remember
it's
your
about the
breathing.
delicacy of it, or the fact that this is all exposed probe points and stuff, and this is just bare aluminum here. They could have put a piece of plastic in there, or a baking sheet, or whatever.
That would have driven iOmega out of business like 6 months earlier. There's no way. Couldn't afford it.
You probably have a good point. So now, is this just no? Oh, something made a cracking noise. There we go.
Oh,
We're halfway there. Look how
Which
freaking
half?
tiny this thing is.
Hey, what's the model number on that? What does it say that the...
Don't tell me you have some kind of take-apart tech guide for this thing.
No, but since that's probably a generic part, because I guarantee that like other integrators and stuff had access to that exact same thing, that there's probably like a really cheap Dell or a really cheap Acer mechanism that you might be able to eBay for, pennies.
You might
So
be
if you
right.
needed parts.
So this little board is what connects it inside the Pismo to the zip drive, and it's called a Dalmatian. Wait, holding it upside down. A Dalmatian board.
Mhm.
I don't
Is
know
it
why.
Is it revision 101 or
What this?
no? The Dalmatian board.
Oh,
I'm making like a really weak Disney joke here.
you actually had me looking for a model number, you prick. Alright, there's a lot of hair in there. Now, would the optical drive have a similar board? Because I could maybe swap those out and see if this board is the problem or the zip drive. Let's have a look. Do I want to sacrifice a perfectly fine DVD-ROM to fix a zip?
no.
I mean, well, which dead media do you use the most?
Zip?
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I got zip hooked up to everything.
If you really think about it, it is actually better than the DVD because you can continually reuse the discs.
See.
The man has a point.
It's true, but how am I going to make a garbage island out in the middle of the ocean? If I can't like use a bunch of like disposable DVDs and CDs.
Now, this thing is completely dead, isn't it? I mean, just
Yeah.
dead. So, I mean,
Yes, it's DED dead.
like, so we're hunting down fuses and stuff, I reckon, to start off with, yeah?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Any fuses on that other little board?
Nothing on this side.
I think-
What about, no, I mean, that little
This
fella.
has two capacitors, and that is it.
Okay. Unlikely going to be that then.
Yeah. So, that board looks passive. The problem is probably in the mechanism. As I just stripped my first screw.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
What is this, amateur hour?
It is. After the third Baileys, all professionalism goes out the window. You know this, Bruce. You know this.
Actually bought a bottle of Bailey's the other day. Had a hankering. Might smash that tonight.
You got some?
Yeah, I mean, not the little, wussy ones that you have. I mean a proper bottle.
Oh, okay.
I cannot think about Bailey's anymore without thinking about the Mighty Boosh and
Oh,
Old
yes.
Greg. That
Old
is so
Greg.
tattooed in my brain.
Greg. Yeah.
All right, not what I expected. It's kind of like a hard
was
drive board. Just
gonna
has a whole
describe
bunch
another-
of contacts here that lay on top of that.
Mhm.
So let's check this out on the scope, shall we? Yeah. Let me switch this around to that.
That's very good. That's very good. Yes.
All right. Now, Bruce, if you would kindly point me to the capacitor that's the problem here.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's not in that. You're gonna have to move it around a little bit.
Okay. This board is so flimsy. It's like paper. Oh, I see a little push thingy there. What is that?
Yeah. Look at that. And there's one next to it too. A little switcheroony thing.
Yeah, that is a switcheroonie. Switch one.
I don't know switch one. Switch one.
I don't even know what that is.
Was that face down? So that's like the contact sensor to let it know that a disc has been inserted?
You sound very smart, therefore you are right.
I don't know, but I would say that part of your troubleshooting, you might just like foul that switch with a piece of tape, reassemble your drive, and see if it gives you any kind of different activity when you put it in your Mac there.
I knew there's a reason I had you on.
Well, part of the problem he's having is the fact it doesn't even show up when he puts it in the Mac.
Oh, that's right. The optical drive is what showed up.
Yeah, the optical drive shows up, but the zip drive doesn't.
Okay.
So it's not even being powered.
Just pour Bailey's on it.
Hey Jay, this is going to sound dumb, but did you check the contacts inside the interface board?
Say that again?
Did you check the contacts inside the interface board to see if any of them were damaged?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now.
Was there a funky trace on the back of that other board?
Wait, what? This board?
Was it? It doesn't. No, the other one. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's old enough to have a funky trace on the other side. I thought I saw a funky trace, but it just sort of seems to me like that's too new for a funky trace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I see what I saw. It's the black writing on top of it.
Oh yeah, you've been trained to see dark spots on traces.
Yeah.
This all looks good. The port is not loose. No broken contacts.
Did you whack it?
2 caps here, and then the little connecting thingy here.
Hey Jay, is that the same one that's in my power book?
I don't know. Which power book you got?
3400.
No.
Oh.
Because I know, well,
'Cause
I
have a
think I know that the Lombard and the Pismo have different modules.
Oh, okay. Because I have a VST zip drive in my power book.
Hello, Sean. He just said first.
Goodbye, Sean.
See, and this is the problem with not knowing what the hell you're doing. All I can really do is stare at this.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
Well, the
can't
hard-
even make any clever
actually-
remarks like, "Oh, this is the flux capacitor. It does this and that." No, I have no clue what this does.
I can. You can whack it. I mean, you know,
I could.
yeah.
I could. I'm looking for dust and maybe some.
He
grimy
says to
contact.
boot OS 8.6 with iOmega drivers.
Who says that?
Steve.
Steve.
Oh,
You know,
we ignore Steve because
yeah,
he's
the guy
not
that's
here.
supposed to- yeah, because the guy is supposed to be here.
And I'm trying this on macOS 10 Tiger, which has the iOmega drivers built in.
He says these drives don't do crap until a disk is inserted and you have drivets.
And you have what?
So we need to find drivets.
All right. You know
The
what?
hell is
I'm going to
the
reassemble this. And if it doesn't work on 8.6, as Steve said.
Are drivets even in season this time of year?
I don't think so.
It's getting kind of late in the season, but
At least they aren't in Pennsylvania. I mean, maybe they are in Ohio.
this thing is super clean.
Maybe that's the problem.
I would still expect it to initialize when you plug it in, though.
Yeah, I think that the controller would at least pick it up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you may not be able to like mount a disc or anything like that,
But the
I
thing
think you
is,
just need to do it again.
You should still see it on the IDE bus.
See,
Rada,
see you, Mike.
It never gets old.
go away.
Yeah.
All right.
And get
Those
off my raid.
contacts look not great. What do you mean? They look fantastic.
hey, if it won't short anything out, just put the controller board back into the adapter and then put that back in your machine. Just in case there's something from the mechanism that's making too much of a draw or something like that.
That sounds
just,
like a good
just
idea.
connect this back in?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
stick the
But
PCB into the adapter and the adapter into the Mac, and
If you can.
if it's not going to short anything out,
It shall be done.
put the
Maybe just
You
try
know.
to clean them up a little bit if you have any contact cleaner or anything.
Yeah, there's nothing to hold this into the case, though. Right.
scotch tape works wonders.
Yeah, why don't you just use some of that Kapton tape you got laying there on your desk? Or masking tape.
Yeah, I could. This is going into an entirely different direction than I have.
Sean says you need to employ percussive maintenance.
Hit it with a hammer.
I don't have a BFH, though.
Well, we need to get you an eye hammer.
I
Preferably
tried to buy one, but the patent or the trademark product is kind of expensive.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Taping it up.
That's what happens when poor people patent things.
Yeah. Bastards.
Can I get an 8.6 all in one, or do I have to do 8.5 and then upgrade to 8.6?
No, you can just
You can get an 8.6.
Good. Thank you.
All right. That goes back.
It was 7.5.1, I think, that you had to upgrade. You had to install 7.5 and then 7.5.1, then 7.5.3.
Oh, it's a CD-ROM.
Well, yeah.
Yes, of course it is. I mean, they didn't have DVDs back then, did they?
All right.
Oh, I thought you were expecting it to be on floppy disks.
Could you imagine? Can you imagine doing
That'd be
8.6?
like 300 floppy disks.
That would take a while.
Just a little.
All right. And let's see. Power.
So
That's why I really appreciate those, like that Apple Legacy software CD or OS CD. Just it really makes it easy to, kind of fix up some of those old machines
I have,
without like wearing your wrist out.
I have had that here somewhere. For some reason, I'm still downloading off the garden. Ooh, never mind.
Speakers still work.
Yeah. The modules, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Steve is backing me up on the Apple Legacy software CD. There's 4 of them. They're all out on the garden. There's one, like the Legacy one is like OS 1, like all the way up through like 7.6. I think it has 8.1, but I've never been able to make an 8.1 install work off that for some reason. Like it has problems mounting the stuff.
Can I get a quick amen from everyone here, including the chat, with how amazing is Macintosh Garden? Seriously.
Amen.
Yeah.
If you're not getting your software from the garden, you're going to the wrong place.
Such sucks.
Exactly.
Shit, such. I think my wine might be here.
All right. Still not showing up with just that board thingy in there.
Yeah. The search does need help.
The search is ridiculous. It's a nightmare.
Should mention that Christian, the Macintosh Garden Guru, he is on the board of Tinker Different. So he's one of the people keeping the thing going and making decisions with us. It's all very
He has a Patreon too, doesn't he?
He
So
does
you want
indeed.
to make some contributions to keeping the site up and running?
Yep. I was in OS 10, by the way. It didn't show up. I'm rebooting in OS 9. Steve, that many question marks, you really want to know the answer. So I suggest you just get your ass on the call. Get in here. This guy pretending he has other stuff to do. Exactly. I would pronounce that, but nobody does a Steve like Steve. You're not editing video. You're typing.
You can edit video and be on the call at the same time.
Yep.
I'm installing Windows and on the call at the same time, for Christ's sake.
Disgusting. Why are you doing that?
Are you installing Windows on your ThinkPad there?
I'm trying to.
How old a ThinkPad?
Very. It's a E30.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a Pentium 4, early Pentium 4. I'm attempting to see if I can install Windows XP off of a USB drive.
That's tough.
I know. That's why I'm attempting it. Because I'm too lazy to go try to find a CD, a blank CD to make a CD.
26 minutes to download. What the hell?
Use the German mirror,
German mirror.
Los sprechen Sie Deutsch.
the DE. It's fast as hell. All right.
Okay.
Control script.
I do this now.
Left bay contains the right module is removable. All right. So does that mean
What's it say?
the right module is removable?
Okay. But it doesn't say what's in there.
Yep.
Oh, geez, you are kidding.
The right bay is empty, so it is recognizing something.
So if you eject it, does that change? That text change?
Yep. And the icon changes too. It now shows a module in there.
Neat.
Crap. If Steve ends up to be right, we'll never live it down. All right. Putting the zip back in.
Steve says Open System Profiler.
Open system profile. Okay.
That is actually a fairly sensible thing to do. I'll give it to Steve on that one.
Stop giving him credit. He has to be in here to get credit. Devices and volumes. We have hard drive, display. No devices here, no devices there.
No devices anywhere.
PCI slot is a card bus. So it's not recognizing anything in System Profiler. Ooh.
Is this a new Mac Pro? Or
No.
iPad Pro?
No, it's an old one, and it doesn't work. It's iCloud locked.
Oh,
One day I might get it on iCloud locked.
Rather expensive paperweight.
Yeah.
Now you're making me wonder if my VST drives work. Why don't you grab them, get on the call, and find out?
He needs to find the damn things first.
He knows where they are.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't know where the hell anything is.
He pretends.
He pretends very well.
Everything is everywhere.
That is very, very true, Bruce. Everything is everywhere.
Oh, it's still locked.
All right.
Oh, we're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about Greg. I thought we were talking about Steve.
Weren't we?
No, that was Greg that said. That was Greg that said he's wondering if his VSD drives work.
Oh, well, he should get him the call, too.
Well, there you go.
I mean, the more of you there are.
Well, if it makes anybody feel better, my VST drive works freaking beautiful.
Oh, it makes me feel great.
Well, whoop-de-doo. That
All right,
really helps.
smart ass.
here's my VST drive. I just you just plug it in and there's all your stuff on it. It's good enough. You can make 100 meg partition if it makes you happy.
Let's see. This goes
with that. It goes with this. So, there's no way that would be the same controller as another zip drive on a different device, is there? This particular type of zip drive is very different to other zip drives. Is that a correct assumption?
At least it's different from what I have in my Power PCs.
Right.
I think the mobile device is all the same. Like if I took apart my VSD zip drive, it probably looks identical to his. It probably
There's your problem.
Yeah, it probably just has a different interface board.
And there's two revisions of this, guys. There's an IDE version, and then there's a SCSI version.
Well, I know mine's IDE because my PowerBook doesn't have SCSI. I mean, except for the external, of course.
Question: were any of you paying attention when I took these screws out and know where they go?
That one there goes over there.
All right. So
I don't even pay attention when I take screws out of my own shit. You want me to pay attention when you take screws out?
Neither do I, apparently.
Mike, you've really got to watch your diet then, if that's the case.
Let's not go into my diet.
Let's not.
I'm just meaning the metal. You got to cut down on all the pot metal from China.
Oh, well, I do eat a lot of Spam, so that's probably where it comes from.
Just don't eat the lids. Or switch to treat. I think that's a plastic container.
I don't care what anyone
I
says.
get the singles, so I don't have to worry about the cans.
All right. You see how this board is flexing up?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's not supposed to do that.
Mm-mm.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure about anything tonight.
Might make it work better.
It might.
All right. I need a blank CD. Where are we going to get one of those?
So, Ron, where in the U.S. are you? What's the time where you are?
It is 10:30, but post daylight savings time, my brain still thinks it's like 9:30 or is it 11:30? I don't know. That's the problem with daylight saving. I just know that I'm tired.
I'm tired too, but I'm always tired.
But I live 2 hours south of St. Louis. A neat little town it's the biggest town between Memphis and St. Louis.
Sounds pretty.
Yeah, it's okay. It's got we have trees and rocks. We've got all the natural beauty.
You sold me on it. I'm moving tomorrow.
It's amazing. And you know what?
Hey, I have trees.
Real estate, location. If there's a bright point in the universe, we're the furthest from it, so you know that you're going to get the most for your money on that house.
I think that went here. I don't know.
So, is it just contact points under the board, which is what I'm pretty sure that I saw that interfaces with the drive itself? That's nice.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Just like a friction contact.
Hmm.
No, I was wondering how it connected myself, to be honest with you, when I first saw him take it apart, because I didn't see any cables or ribbons or anything like that.
Just that one that's there's that voice magnet or whatever there. It's that one. Whatever the proper term is.
Now, while I was setting up for the stream, I thought to myself, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Tinker Difference has a repair guide section, kind of like iFixit, where people can submit their own take-apart guides and stuff?
Can't you already do that with iFixit, though?
Why outsource? Tinker Different is going to put iFixit out of business.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
I mean, I bought one of those screwdriver kits off there, and the financing came through, so I'm doing good.
I like iFixit.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I buy stuff there. Yeah.
I like the old videos. I would just watch them because it makes you feel like you were accomplishing something without doing anything. It's like watching those toy restoration videos on YouTube, where you just sit down and it's just 30 minutes and you just let it wash over you while somebody like repaints a Batmobile.
Yeah, I have a bad tendency to watch those myself. They're very relaxing
Mm-hmm.
since most of the guys don't talk.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because based on some of the text, I think that it's a lot of kind of non-native English speakers that kind of, I guess, have the space. You know, my little fix-it shop in Prague.
Hey,
All right, so this is not going back together at all.
Yeah.
I really should have paid attention while I was pulling this apart. All right, that kind of looks like a zip drive module.
Just whatever you do, don't do this. Remember. Okay.
Why not?
Well, it says right there. It says "know this," like right on top.
So what if I do that?
It's gonna break.
Yeah. Just be careful.
The void if removed. Did I pull out a silver screw or a black screw from there? Do you remember?
no clue.
Well, when it shot out across the room, is the exploding rivets that came out.
It's red.
Let's see. The black one fits. Let's go with it. Put another one there.
Oh, wow, look at all this
And,
gold here.
put another one on the side. Yeah, you let me end the stream here, rewind, see what I was doing, and then start it up again.
Wow, I just found an absolute cache of CD discs that I completely forgotten about. And there's some good stuff here. Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh,
Steve will like this. Power Base install disc. Power PC. He's a big clone fan. So we've got the old Power Computing, Power Base, System 7.61 installer. Here. Here.
by the way, the comments I just put up on the screen, I would be totally down with that.
Yeah.
A power tower showed up on Facebook Marketplace kind of near me, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I saw it on my iPad and I was like, I need to bookmark this and come back to it later. But when I came back later, I couldn't find the thing, and now I'm worried that that I've been abducted by aliens or had some kind of like something traumatic has happened to me that I've either like misremembered this.
Yeah, do you think it was never there?
Or that somebody bought my damn power computing machine.
Mr. Fahrenheit, I have no idea. This one here is called a PowerPC Universal Installer 7.61. It says down here Universal. So I don't know how universal that is, whether I can actually travel to a different parallel dimension and install there. Or whether I am only in this particular universe that this can be installed. But it certainly suggests to me that I can install that on, I would think, several devices.
It sounds like Bruce's wine has already been delivered.
Yeah.
Shush. Stop it.
All right.
He is totally fit chased.
Just checking OS 10 again, just in case.
Got, what do we got here? Got more of them. Jeez. We've got 7.55. This is Power Center, Power Tower, and Power Tower Pro. This is probably the original one that came with my Power Tower Pro. And then I've got another one here, which is this vibrant yellow and red. So I've got all the power. All the power.
That's how that CD warns you in nature to like not mess with it.
And can someone please tell me why I have a PC version of Carmageddon here? I mean, that makes no sense.
Because any version of Carmageddon is worth having.
Yeah, that's a great game.
There's the Mac one. This was life changing for me. This game, life changing.
I've never actually played it. I need to play it.
It's a lot of fun.
No, the first violent computer game I played was Unreal Tournament. Actually, it was Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah.
And
Damn,
Carmageddon. I don't know what year Carmageddon came about.
Oh, it's probably written on here.
Like 97, I think.
I mean, it was so violent in the UK that they made them swap everybody out. Or no, it was Germany that made them swap them all out and make them zombies.
Zombies, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
1999, it says on this PC one. And then, of course, there were packs. There were ones that you could run all these little expander packs, and like instead of them being pedestrians, like they were all Spice Girls, so you could just mow down the Spice Girls. And then you could, and there are all these posters around there, and you could actually go in and make it so that it had like pornographic images on all the posters as you were driving around.
I know there were mods like that for Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that was great. Damn, I look good.
Come get some.
You don't have time to play with yourself.
Let's see, which one do I need? Oh, it's not even for OS 10.
Making of the chip. I don't know what that is.
It's not even for OS 9. Holy crap.
I think I've found all the good stuff.
I went to, there was a local, like Salvation Army was getting ready to go out of business. They were going to close their thrift store. And I went in there in the back, and it was always like just terrible, like, you know, Putt goes to the fair and like, but they were like the PC versions, which I'm not super interested in. But I went through and I pulled all that stuff. They literally had like 40 copies of Myst for Macintosh. So I picked the best ones, and those came home, and the rest of them probably ended up in a dumpster.
I do like Myst.
Yeah, me too.
Iomega Tools 5. All right, let's try that.
So you cannot install Windows XP off of a USB stick.
Mm-mm. I was going to say, I don't think it has the prerequisite kind of drivers and stuff. Make sure if you're going to put XP on something, get that like Service Pack 4, that unofficial Service Pack 4, because man, that has got like a ton of great stuff baked into it that makes like life with XP on like in 2021 like way more livable.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they had that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It shows you how far out I am with PCs anymore.
And you know what? Honestly, you would. I mean, are you using like a real hard drive in it, or you got like compact flash or something?
No, it's a real hard. It's the original hard drive. I think it's 40 gig.
Oh yeah. If you've got like an IDE to USB adapter, man, just like slap that in like a PC and copy
I'll just make a
disc
CD.
over, you know.
I'll just make a CD. I was too lazy. I have one here somewhere. I was just too lazy to find it.
Sure.
You lazy, come on.
Yes, I can be fat and lazy too, Bruce.
So don't tell tales.
All right. I found the iOmegaWare tools for OS 9. I can't for the life of me find them for OS 10.
I don't think there are any.
I think there were for a while.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
the iOmega stuff was just baked into OS 10 natively because back then.
But you had the tools that allowed you to encrypt the disk and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm going to say because iOmega was supplying zip drives to Apple for the G3 and G4s up until the zip drive became pretty much irrelevant.
Up until flash memory, like the bottom fell out of that, and everybody.
I found a nice little walk down memory lane here. This is a CD I found in this collection. It is labeled June 1996 Quadra 950 Retouching System Backup.
Ooh.
So there's an old backup from an old Quadra 950 that I used to use back in 1996. So no disk in it though, unfortunately. So I've got no idea what would have been in there. Just an empty case.
Hey Jay, is your battery any good in your PowerBook?
It's good as a weight to keep it from falling over.
So this
Blank.
ThinkPad I'm working on here actually still has its original battery. It still holds a 2.5 hour charge.
Oh, nice.
I know. I was surprised.
Well, I'm extremely happy I found my Carmageddon because I thought I had lost the original of that.
Did Carmageddon have a multiplayer?
Yes, it did.
Really?
Can we set something up?
Yeah. It's I don't know if it works. I think you have to be on the local network, so I don't know how we do
They
that.
invented VPN for that.
Yeah, I know. So I'm thinking, that's that. If we do that, that could be the way that we do it. And yeah, I used to play it with my work colleagues on during quiet times, and it was awesome.
If we can get that to work, I might play that more than Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, it is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I wasted just hours of my life playing that thing.
Oh yeah,
network.
It's IPX. It requires IPX.
We can find one of those. I'm sure I have an IPX in the cupboard somewhere.
Bruce, did you ever play? Because there's kind of like a Activision game that is kind of maybe similar. Interstate 76.
No,
You
don't
never
know
played
that one.
Okay.
No, definitely not.
It's kind of set during the oil crisis, and you are like a guy who's trying to
Perhaps someone just turned up.
find. Oh, it's Dana.
Hello, Dana.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
But it's a
Do you want to be
vehicular
heard?
combat game.
Yes, I have never heard of it. So
don't put an OS 10.
Jeez.
Don't.
Why am I Spork fan? Who keeps changing my names like a ninja?
I blame Mike.
Mike.
Oh,
Thomas, I am just waiting for some wine to get delivered so that then I can pop down to the workshop and build the classic. So that's how it's coming along at the moment. I bet you they've delivered it and haven't knocked on the door. I'm just going to go check. Let me check.
Now, if Ron wasn't here, what would Ron be doing right now?
I don't know. It's almost
probably
11
sitting in
o'clock
front
at
of his
night.
computer watching YouTube videos like the rest of us lazy fat guys.
Actually, I might be working on my project. I'm going to pitch something to you guys, and you can tell me if it's dumb.
It is.
But, okay, cool. Glad we got that out of the way. No, but you know how
Mike's
everybody...
just a big lovable teddy bear, isn't he?
I'm just an asshole.
But y'all know how everybody loves putting batteries in their old machines, right? They love my Mac LC, I've got to have a new battery in it. You don't understand. What if I edited like a ClarisWorks document? And so the idea that I had is looking around. There's a couple people that make like a thing where it's like where you can use like a CR 2032, and it just goes on a little. There are no drives present. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I'd say it's borked.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about making an adapter to convert the half AA to?
No, the idea would be to use a sabot that would go down in the socket, and you just wire it, and then you get one of those like $1 Adafruit CR 2032 adapters. Like these are $1, and you can 3D print these for basically nothing. And you just you wire it through there, and then you park this somewhere out in your case, like far away from the motherboard. And basically, if something were to leak in the future, it leaks off in La La Land. It doesn't leak on your, whatever, your expensive hardware. So anyway, I'm gonna wire some of these up and send these out, and then I'll put all the plans and stuff online, and people can just do whatever.
That actually doesn't sound dumb at all.
Yeah. So
Christ, now we're in deep shit.
Yep.
No, it actually sounds very intelligent because that's really what, if you really want batteries in some of these machines, it's really what we should be using.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking, like, especially like some of the Macs, like the Quadra 700, the battery is like you think about where the drive base, it's way buried up underneath there. You will forget. So if you put a little sabot there, you run long enough wires back somewhere in the case where it'll be out of the way. Oh, he's got it.
I got both of them. I even have the Wall Street version. This is the Wall Street Zip 100 and the Pismo Lombard 250.
Can you loan that out to me so I can compare boards and capacitor values and all that stuff and fix this one?
Yeah, if you don't break them.
Oh, that's a big ask.
Exactly. Sasquatch, really?
Hey, that's being kind.
Wasn't me.
Dana's got no name at all right now. Is that the ultimate insult?
No, I took it away.
He
Oh.
said the dots right there.
So Dana, I wanted to tell you the whole story about that. So back in the 90s when I used to run a BBS, my very dear friend who passed away several years ago, his alias on the BBS was Spork Fan. And so we used to call each other Sporks. That's why I call Steve a Spork all the time. And so that's actually that was actually a very pleasant name to have.
So it's a term of endearment, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
As opposed to hoser.
Don't be insulted if I call you a sport.
No, I just thought it was the most random thing. I was like, I'm Spork Fan all of a sudden.
So the reason for this stream is a bust. So
Yay!
yeah, if I saw any scorching on the board or some kind of visual clue, I would have something to go on. But
Yeah, I think
did
the
you
drive
buy
is-
that?
I think the drive is just hosed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just clarify. You didn't actually do anything, did you, Jay?
I looked at it.
Okay. You didn't like stick it in the oven or anything?
No, I have
Some
not
people
baked it
do
yet.
that. Yeah. okay.
Jay, which model is yours?
Black one.
Rewind the stream because that's all on the inside of the case.
No, it's on the outside. I mean, I'm talking about the top of it.
Oh, that model, the Zip
Yeah.
32G.
What other model? All right.
Okay, so you've got the 100. I have the 250.
Yeah.
And it might be way different on the inside.
Well, send it to me anyway.
Jay, I just got off the phone with Dave Murray. He
Yeah.
asked, "Did you just try jamming a paperclip in it?"
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
All right. Well, that should at least eject the zip disk. But
Wait, you got off the phone
there's
with
nothing
who?
in there.
Dave Murray,
The 8-bit guy?
yeah,
Oh,
who's actually a really nice guy. Like, drove by, like when I went to Computer Reset, drove by his house, and he was like, just come on over." We stood in his backyard and talked for like 2 hours about like
Nice.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
You're just
Yeah.
saying that because we're live.
No,
Nice
I'm
talk,
saying
Jay.
it because it's true. It's I know people get reps and things like that, but no, like just
I've always liked him. I know Steve hates him because he's jealous.
oh
I've talked to him in some emails and stuff. He's a very nice guy.
I just wish he'd cut his hair.
Are we back to talking about Grudy?
That's okay. The next time he comes to see me, I'll drug him and I'll clean it all out.
That's like the worst Amish beard I've ever seen.
Hey,
come on, man, I'm trying.
Not you.
Someone posted a photo the other day of like Amish brand microwave popcorn. I just found that
That was me.
Was it you? I just find it
Yeah.
wonderfully ironic. It was just beautiful.
It was Amish brand microwave popcorn at the Mennonite store. So it's like we're crossing all
Yeah.
borders.
Love it. I love it.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
That
Steve.
definitely tickled my fancy.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. The big guy used like 5 seconds of Steve's video and didn't credit him for it.
Yeah.
Just one
I'm
clip.
just teasing him.
When we saw him at Vintage Computer Festival Midwest, and he was there with Texelec, and they were kind of sharing a table and stuff, and he was like over there just like furiously folding boxes and things like that, and I sat down and helped him fold boxes for a little bit, and it was just like the stress level was very high to make sure that the boxes were exactly how he wanted them, but I think stress was high anyway on that night, getting everything ready for the next day. But so that's probably why I stole your footage, Steve, because he was like, we're such good friends now.
There you go.
I can buy another zip drive, sealed in box for $100.
No.
It's about $90 too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Then again, these things are hard to get.
for a power book, it might be about $80 too much.
I just bought one about 6 months ago and I paid $15 for it. So
Nice.
That's not bad.
I think it was for my Pismo.
Yeah, and I also really don't want to buy another one. I want to fix the one I already have.
Jay, I Googled around for that Z100 NB 12.7 part number.
Yeah.
And there do appear to be a couple of places that like just have like pulls. So you might be able to call them. They don't have pricing. So it might be one of those things where it's like, we've just got a catalog that has every item in the world and hopes that you call us, which seems to sometimes happen. But you might be able to get a deal. Might be like, oh, we got like 10 of them in the warehouse, like $5 a piece.
Is Steve you in the chat? Oh yeah, he's in the chat.
He was dominating the chat.
So I've just been looking around at these CDs that I have, and I've found a few power computing install CDs that don't appear to be on the garden. So I'm going to archive them and send them to you because I know you're like your clones and stuff.
I have one. Hold on.
Sweet.
Hey,
David
Ron,
G?
that number I gave you,
Yes.
do you still have that?
Yeah, it's Z100 or Zulu 100. November Bravo 12.7.
Spectre.
Zanzibar. Hot dog Zanzibar. Here's the one I have.
Nice.
Okay, yep, I got that one. That one here. That
761.
Get that one there. That one doesn't seem to even. Does yours say it's for the power base?
Mine's Power Center Pro.
So it says over here. It says it there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's power base. So same vintage, just different computers.
It says Power Center /Pro.
Ow.
What happened?
Hey, Greg,
Somebody-
maybe you should try cleaning the house.
He tripped
Yeah,
over some of the crap
maybe.
on his floor.
Thanks, Justin.
Somebody get
You've got me wondering if my drive actually at least tires on because I don't have any discs over in this house.
What is this stupid thing doing?
Ooh. A data sheet for the zip drive? What? No.
I'm a noisy cat tonight.
Oh, Steve's been yelling at me to archive them for hours. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Ron. So it's a lot of sources in the UK, actually.
Got to be careful though, because you don't want to buy a 220 volt zip drive.
Yeah. Cool. I might make some calls.
Sometimes you can fish those places and they might have what you need. It's but I will tell you that if it is a place that claims that they have 1 megabyte cache modules for your 6100, 7100, 8100, that is a lie. They do not have those.
Jay, did yours buzz at least when you turned it on?
No.
Okay, yours is just totally dead because mine just buzzed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks.
You're going to send it, right?
Oh, let's see what it says here. Your computer did not shut down properly.
6 months
Just
ago.
a neighbor.
I just noticed his name.
Pancakes are life.
Guys, I'm reading in the chat. We need more ceiling fans. So anything you can do.
I just turned mine off because it's cold in here.
I have a clip-on fan on my desk. Does that count?
No.
Maybe.
Right drive is removable.
I don't have enough space here for. Well, yeah, I guess we probably could put a ceiling fan on. Maybe I had to do that. Just when I need something else to collect cat hair.
Or just blow it around.
Well, all the other fans in the house do that.
OS 9 says removable media, but it doesn't say anything else.
Do you have the iOmega driver installed?
Oh, I just hit sleep. Darn it. No! This thing freezes when I do that sometimes. Come on, wake back up. Please?
Why isn't it showing
Oh,
up?
good.
Is this the one you dropped a lamp on?
No, that's the
No.
Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be testing the Wall Street next. Oh, yeah. There. Okay. I was about to say, it's totally locked up, but it's just restarted. Let's get it in the Tiger.
Okay.
Steve's getting awfully stressed in the chat. I don't know why he doesn't just jump in here and say things.
But
Wow, this drive's really freaking annoying how loud it is when it starts up.
I've never heard one that loud, actually. Wonder if it's don't they have a belt in them? I wonder if the belt came loose and it's just spinning the motor.
No, I believe they're direct drive.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to have to grab the Wall Street.
All right. I'm going to have to do that later because none of the email forms on these websites are working.
Okay, I'm not going to grab the Wall Street. It's under
Just
a
call
pile.
him anyway. It's just somebody's house. It's like these are fancy websites, but it's one guy in his underwear eating SpaghettiOs. Just call. Doesn't matter
Actually,
what
most of
time.
those websites are like that.
Yeah. It's like Herb, like the Herb guy with all the Mac parts. It's just one dude.
Yeah.
There he is.
Crap.
we drive into it.
There's no
Bug.
computers behind him. What the hell?
84.
I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I could tell from the chat you're really trying to sleep.
No,
In bed, in bed with
I'm
your
watching
glasses
you on TV.
Hey!
Hi, Mom. I'm on the TV.
We're on the internet.
It says iOmega Zip 250.
So, Grudy, did you actually open up System Profiler or an OS 9 to see if it sees anything?
Yes.
No. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. I could leave now. Bye.
So these things are called slimline zips. Okay.
As opposed to the non-slim ones.
Yeah, opposed to the fat ones.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mike, for making me a sport.
Anytime.
Jay,
Yes.
if you theoretically had a wired server and if you theoretically had an installer for Big Sur on it, which one would I theoretically download?
Which ones
The
do
one
you
that
see?
theoretically says Big Sur.
There's one on there that is the maximum. That's the old installer because that's as far as the classic Mac Pro would go.
I mean, we're just theoretically talking about this here.
Grudy, from the
Theoretically.
shadow for you for a second, it looked like
11.23.
No,
Oh,
11.6, I believe, or 11.3. I don't know.
there's no combo updates. There's no security updates.
I should have it.
Look at us with nothing better to do but to bother everybody.
Oh, hard disk toolkit version 2.05. Never even heard
I
of
still
that
got
one.
work in the morning, so I gotta get to bed soon.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I got inventory too, so I'm gonna be there until late at night probably.
Sounds awesome.
Don't
Yeah,
forget to shave before you head to work.
yeah.
That's not happening.
What time's the barber open?
You're funny.
He is.
Neat.
That's hilarious.
I'm funny, but I take care of my beard.
Oh, burn.
But that's the thing this month. You're just supposed to like let it all. Like you're supposed to grow like a mighty George Carlin
Yeah, but the
S
problem
beard.
is Rudy tried that like 7 years ago, and it's still not getting.
Yeah.
No,
what
that
he's
was
got there is
September,
about-
right? No.
What
shave
he's got there is
September?
about a year's worth of growth. I don't think one more month is going to make a big difference.
I think
I
it's all.
haven't shaven since I got hired at work.
So yeah, like about a year.
So you're afraid if
It
you
was
shave
March.
that, they'll notice and then they'll fire you.
It was back in March.
They'll think, who's this new guy that slid in here? Get out of here!
We gotta demote him. Yeah.
I don't care what your name tag says. But no, you're supposed to grow like a mighty beard that goes all the way down your neck. Like, because I
I
guess
mean,
that was George
other than the
Carlin's big
hat.
thing. It's like, have the common decency.
I'm
to
wearing
let your
my
beard grow
uniform.
all the way down your neck.
Like, what's it called? What was it called? The guys who made the duck calls.
Oh, the Duck Dynasty
Duck
people?
Dynasty.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
not much of a dynasty. You don't hear from those guys anymore.
Yeah, they crumbled. The ducks ate them.
They were like, we're tired of the TV show. We're making way too much money without it. So
I guess. But that's a real testament to how you can, because I mean, there's like a million pictures of those guys with like no beards, like
Yeah.
the picture that all white people take when they go to the beach, where it's just like, it's like we got our dockers on and they're rolled up, like everybody's showing like this much ankle, and it's the classic
Scandalous.
picture that they take, and then it's like, you know what, there would just be way more money if we just look like something that fell out of the Sphinx's nose. And so that's their act, sort of like Larry the Cable Guy.
Like
You
Dave
know.
says in the chat, ZZ Top.
Yeah, it's just something to do. It's a shtick like anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, Jay, you've got 11.2.3 on here,
What? The?
Theoretically.
supposedly.
Making me get up out of my comfortable chair.
Are we taking bets on how much weight that top shelf can hold there at Jay's house?
There's actually not a CRT in that monitor anymore.
Oh, that's good, because I was
Yeah.
like, I hope there's not like earthquakes there, because that's a widowmaker.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen to me one of these days.
There's
I
gonna
took
be a
that
video
all the
with-
way to Cincinnati, and Jay touched it wrong, and then it quit working.
That's because he decided to not put the ground wires where they should.
Yeah, he wired it completely wrong. And blew
Dana
it
and
up.
I were on a video chat watching him do this, and we're saying, Jay, those ground wires were installed there for a reason. Nah, they don't need to be there. Plugged it in, sparks.
Pow.
Pop.
Yeah, you
There
don't.
was a decent amount of smoke.
I was gonna say, you definitely don't wire those to the bottom of the flyback.
Yeah.
That seems bad.
Extraordinarily
It's right
bad
there,
idea.
Dana.
This is a
To
bad
be-
idea,
what?
Ray.
It's right there.
Where?
You got a folder that says 11.2.3.
Yes.
Underneath that is an installer.
Oh. It shows up as a folder. I didn't even read it.
Questioning my wired. Shame on you.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to head off and get to
Okay,
bed.
go away.
I put that zip drive in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'll get to that.
Why don't you just take it apart and show him to see if it's the same thing first? I'm
'Cause
sorry.
First off, it's a Zip 250.
Yeah, so open the darn thing up. You're not doing anything.
It's a totally different drive.
Then open it up.
Plus, the
Let's
Zip
see.
250 was even harder to get.
Open it up. Open
All I'm
it up.
hearing is I don't want to open it up.
No, I don't want to open it up because I know I'll break it.
That's why you send it to me.
He'll
And I
break
know
it.
you'll break it too.
Probably.
Gotta
I'll
have
see
a
you
hobby.
guys.
All right, see you, Grudy.
Bye, Gertie.
All right, so that was a bust. He's not going to send it. Even if he agreed to send it, it would take him years to actually send it. So,
I'm Zoidberg.
Hooray!
Hooray!
thank you, Justin, and see you later. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, you finally hit 1,000.
I
Nice.
have a giveaway.
I pester the hell out of my subscribers to subscribe to
Why
the
is there an echo?
Who's
Echo!
Big old
Everyone except Steve has got headphones.
Except me.
I don't have headphones.
Yeah, it was
Oh, hang
the-
on. I think it's
It's
it was
Jay.
Stork.
me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's mine.
I just muted it. Wasn't me.
How dare you?
What'd I do?
What?
Where's the echo coming from? It's gone.
Steve muted. It's
Okay.
Steve. It's Steve.
It's Steve's TV.
Yes.
No, my TV's muted. I'm just using my
Okay,
iPhone.
it's gone now.
Yeah.
I'm
Weirdness.
talking blah blah blah. Echo, echo, echo. Blah, blah, blah.
Hang on. I wanted to ask you something. Oh, that's right. How are your viewer hours looking, Jay? Are you able to monetize yet?
Oh, no. No. You silly man. Come on.
I can't do
Uh,
all the work for you.
All right, there we
Good
go.
Lord. That download is
I am
nice.
at 1,000 subs, yes, and at 3,500 hours.
That's not too bad. I think that's all right. You just keep going the way you're going.
You're getting close. I gotta get my view hours up. That's my problem right now. Is that I think I'm like at 2,400 view hours.
The live streams definitely help.
Mm-hmm.
Start doing some regular live streams and just trying to get as many of your friends to just have it running in the background, even if they're not watching it.
I tried to do that because that's why I made that like Oscar the Grouch video. It's 10 hours. You put it on and forget about it.
You need to do a New Year's live stream where you just set it up and don't do anything.
Just a camera like on a burning candle, just all night. Just
You have to draw like a stick figure on the candle so he melts.
Steve, why did you set us on the floor?
What?
Why did you set
You're
us on
not
the floor?
You're on the stove.
Oh, well, that makes
There's
sense.
there's
I
a
go
difference.
get the medicine for the bunnies. So.
Yeah,
Don't
there's
turn
a
the stove
difference.
on.
guys,
Well,
we're
I did
back.
the
We're back
I did
to
the
two
bird
ceiling
feeder
fans.
camera, and that got a few view hours.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking I might have to do something a little bit more interesting than a bird feeder.
Here's my April Fool's Day for next year. I'll just reveal it right now. The idea is that I'm gonna fix a machine, but I need a part. I got to just run out real fast. I should have enough hours by then to do a live stream. I'm gonna drive to St. Louis, go to Micro Center, get the part, and then drive back home. So
That's what you originally said you were
about
going to do.
4 hours in the car.
You said you were going to do something silly like that for K-Fest, and you totally had me. I thought you were going to do that. Then you did something normal.
Yeah, I did something normal. So I did. I can't remember what this year's, but last year's was a Zoom client for the Apple II.
Oh,
I thought that was fun. Yeah.
Powerbase. I don't think I've ever even owned a Powerbase. Why do I have it installed for it?
They changed names.
But they're
You
the
had
best-
the
I only
Power
ever had
Wave and the
towers.
Power Base were the same thing.
So
I only ever had
Steve,
towers.
you have to cut that with anything. Like it's just like pure horse for the rabbits. You know.
Good old Maloxidil.
Maloxidil.
Yep. Got to pump them full of this, and then like a half a cap of morphine, and off to bed.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, keep giving him that stuff. So come Christmas, you'll have a bunny this big on the dining room table.
I don't think he's raising like that.
No, and that's why I made the joke after he walked away, because he doesn't even like jokes about his bunnies.
I was gonna say It's the investment that they recently had to make in that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
almost as bad as his typos on eBay.
What did you pay? What did you overpay for, Steve?
We had a last minute
Oh,
save,
that was
didn't
it.
he?
Ooh. See, told you didn't
cheap.
like the jokes.
He's stealing my logo. Look at that.
So he accidentally typed 888 for something that he wanted to bid 88 for.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So you
And,
retract. You can mulligan that.
Yeah,
right?
but he won it. He won it, and then he did actually get out of it. So he
that's
he
good.
asked nicely. He said, "I made a mistake," and they let him get away with it because what he'd done is he had inadvertently pushed this thing from $88 up to $425.
Yeah, that was not fun. That gave me a
Yeah.
heart attack for about 24 hours.
It was immensely amusing, though. I thought.
I would have made him sweat for 24 hours.
And Steve, what was this? A plain talk microphone?
It was a very stupid item. It was a Farallon Star controller in the box with all the stuff. And so I thought, okay, I'll bid up to $80 was the max. And so I bid 70 or whatever, and it went over. So I said, you know what? Let me do 88. And so I typed 8 twice, and somehow I got 3 8s.
No, you typed it 3 times.
And then I hit enter, and as I hit enter, I go, oh. And then I noticed that the price went up to $400 something, and then it says you've won, and I'm like, oh shoot.
Was it one of those slow motion moments where you
Like the
No,
Christmas
see,
story where he goes, "Oh,
and I was
fudge."
supposed to drive my wife to the train station, so I am at the computer. I'm like, yeah, this thing is just ending. Just give me a second. And she opens the door, and she's about to say something, and I'm typing, and I screwed up, and then I'm freaking out, and she's looking at me like I have 3 heads. So yeah, that was fun.
I mean, I didn't really keep up with the group chat while I was, in a forest in the middle of nowhere, but I did catch that one, and it was funny. I'm sorry, it was funny.
But
Not for you as it was happening, but
From that whole story, the thing that I took away from it that I found most interesting is Steve said the most he wanted to pay for it was $70. Then he got outbid, and then he bid 80. So
I wanted it.
70 wasn't the most you were prepared to pay for it.
Yeah, I know.
So realistically, what was the most you were prepared to pay for it?
Not $400.
I get that, but 70 wasn't enough.
No.
And you went to 80. What if you'd have got outbid at 80?
he
Would you
would have
got
got
90?
triple digits.
Would you have gone to $100?
No. He likes
Are you sure?
99? See, this is a really important thing when you're bidding on eBay. You've got to make that decision straight up.
You had made that bid correctly at 88 and somebody bid 93. Would you have gone to 100? That is a yes.
He would have.
Don't judge me.
It's very important. This is a little bit of self-exploration here, Steve. I think
It's
you
my
need
retail therapy from taking care of this bozo.
It doesn't work though, Bruce, because I've been there. I bid on something. It's like, okay, $35 with
Dang, dude.
2 seconds to go, and you see blip blip blip. It refreshes a bunch of times, and then you're $1 shy, and type it real quick, and okay, I just spent $60 on this, and
There is really, really simple tactic here. You make your mind up what is the most I'm prepared to pay. So if you see someone you see you didn't because you ran out of time to do a higher bid. So you didn't bid.
my mind was made up to the point where I got outbid. Then my mind had to be remade up.
See, that's not how auctions should work. See, you need to make your mind up earlier than that. So you don't make your mind up in response to what other people are bidding. You make your mind up about what you are prepared to pay. That is what you have to do.
I was
Do
watching
what
an
you
auction.
have to do.
There was some Apple homepage software kit or whatever. Had a very funky box and hyper
Had your name all over it.
Showed it to me, and it was at $100 something. So I didn't bid on it, but I watched it, and it was at 180. And I'm like, this is going to go over 200. So I started doing a screen recording just because, this would be fun to watch it. It went over $500. And I was like, ooh, boy.
I think my favorite eBay stuff is where there is something that I really would like to have, like for example, like the base for an Apple Power CD, and someone will have one, and it'll be like, oh, it's broken, like it's my broken Power CD, and they'll have it listed on eBay for like a redonkulous price, and it's like, but I'm open to offers, and it's like, and it's like you're kind of, and then like you work and you're kind of getting close, and then they start going that other direction, and you just want to reach through the internet and just really make somebody have a terrible day.
Violence?
No, it's like, haha, I glued your second mouse button down. Take that.
A few years ago, I wrote this sniping software just for my own purposes. I wasn't ever planning to sell it. And during the days when I was testing it to get it all working, what I used to do is I used to just jump on and set it up bidding on watches, just, Chinese fashion watches, whatever. And so I went through a period of time there where I bought a lot of watches, like about probably 10 or so watches. And none of them were ever expensive, but I was just doing the refinements of getting it to snipe at exactly the right time and stuff like that. But sniping only works if you have properly made up your mind what is the maximum amount you're prepared to pay. Sniping doesn't work if you're thinking, oh, yeah, I'm prepared to pay 100. Oh, no, wait, I'm prepared to pay 110. That's not how it works.
Does that factor in how long you've been looking for something? For example, I've been looking for a blue and white LCD, right? The studio display. And 2 years ago, I would have been willing to pay $50 for one. Okay, $50. Of course, they go for a lot more than that. A year later, I'd be willing to pay $100. Today, I'd probably go to $150. So, does that factor into your perfect plan there?
The problem is when you see somebody else wanting it, now you're like, I want it more.
My software didn't just sort of magically bid on things. You would choose what you wanted to bid on and choose what your maximum bid was.
That doesn't sound very exciting.
So you never have a listing
like $100 anything on eBay. Surprise me. I hate money, but I love random stuff. Just
so
$98 worth of like used dress shields. Thanks, eBay.
I want a listing for a liquid damage logic board, right? Just I got millions of them, but I wanted this particular one. And then knowing how people snipe, it usually comes down to cents. Like you went up to $88, they went up to $88.75 or some stupid thing like that. Yeah. So when you make up your mind, say, okay, this is a really badly damaged board, but the pictures are clear. I know I can fix this. I'm going to go up to $50. But there's 10 people watching. So when it comes to those final 5 seconds, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to put 91.35 or something, trying to outsnipe them by a few cents. And that doesn't work. And you add $1 real quick and 1 second left. And you just start typing random numbers because you're spazzing the fuck out.
And that's how you spend $888.
Yeah. It's that pressure of those final 2 seconds.
At least
I don't auction that way.
At least from that seller, the same one that I did the typo with, they had this beauty, a data pen. Reader.
Yeah,
and so I was
so high tech.
I know I was
find your baby.
You could OCR your child's name before they're even born.
So I did win this. It was like $40. So I think this was well spent. So this will be. I'll title the video Oddware just to give Grudy a heart attack, and that'll be fun. So there you go.
I never
wine
had
is
any
officially
luck
late.
with things.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Bruce?
My wine is officially late.
Dude, you are jonesing every 5 seconds. You're like,
it's vinegar at this point, Bruce.
I'm pissed. I'm pretty pissed off.
Well, you will be.
Wait
till the wine gets here.
I'm very not pissed.
Why don't you crack open your Baileys?
I'm pissed because I'm not pissed.
It's
not about that. It's about stocks. It's too early to drink yet.
And then I bought this piece of plastic just because it said Workgroup Server 8150 on it.
I have one of those. I have the whole thing.
So like a few years from now, when this is stupid hard to find, I'm just going to shove it onto an 8100 and say, "Yeah, here it is. Give me a
I have
$1,000."
I have
I'm gonna
a
lay it
spare.
on- laying on a polka dot towel.
Yeah.
Finally, my boat has come in.
I have a spare front panel for a Quadra 800.
Oh, now you tell me.
But it's just the front panel. There's no bezels or anything.
Hey, Dana, would you be willing to
No.
bring one of your workgroup servers here?
No.
So
Fair
I
enough.
can give you
One of my what?
your workgroup servers or whatever they're called.
The network server?
Yeah,
Weighs like 90 pounds.
because you're obviously not fucking doing anything with him, and it pisses me off. I want to know more about him, and you're just not making any videos about it. Nothing.
You have to visit Dana. How about that?
Yeah, you can come up here and play around with it.
Last time I tried to visit him, he faked a blown water main or something, and
Faked.
Yeah, the smell was fake, I'll tell you that.
Very clearly just went over to the sink and splashed some water on himself. It was like, oh, sorry, Jay, just something came up.
Yep, the water was in on
Literally
it.
out of the sewer.
splash that on your face.
Oh gosh.
And as I recall, the people that you were coming to visit kind of canceled on you too, wouldn't they?
No, I just didn't want to be there. So I figured, hey, my wife, they were her friends. I didn't even know the people. I was just there as freaking arm candy or something. And I'm like, why don't you go visit your friends? And I will go hang out with Dana. And you'll just let me know when you're done. And we both maybe have a good day. But no, Dana canceled because a tree did something stupid and blah, blah. So
Blah blah.
there I am sitting at some meeting of friends that I didn't know, and my phone battery died, so I had to partake in the conversation. It was a mess.
That was my
Interact with people. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine interacting with people if I know them.
Well, how do you get to know people? I just throw myself out there. That's
Well,
why
the thing is,
love-
I'm
I love
a
going
very
to work
blunt
stuff for my
and
wife.
rude, and I am a lot of things that people don't like. So if I already know you, then I know,
Dutch.
hey, you have a sense of humor, you can take it. But
You already know about my child punching business. I don't have to explain it to you. You're already one of my clients.
there you go.
So this guy is a real piece of work. He is using eBay to make a quote unquote collector's guide. So first you see a disc image, a photo of a disc, and a stupid price, a stupid title, and then you scroll down, and yeah, I'm making a collector's guide. Feel free to download these pictures. So this guy doesn't know what a blog is, or maybe he's just special. And all he's doing is posting things at ridiculous prices just so somebody could see it. Like, I don't understand. So I've reported this guy multiple times saying there's no intention to sell anything here. Read the description, and eBay doesn't care.
They don't care.
Yeah. And so you look at this guy, all it is these discs for 500, 700, 500, 1,000. You know, just
Maybe it's just Goldman's second account.
I mean, look, here's some zip discs, but you know, that's
Still too much.
Yeah, it's. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, that's price to sell.
The Fighter Wars. How about TIE Fighter? Wow, I can't spell either.
It's a very rare sort of misprint.
I like the box of this, but not for $17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is-
And
no.
it's especially weird since it's like absolutely like mirrored because the floppy's on the other side.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, yeah. There's a tab key and the delete. Yeah. That's very, very strange.
What the hell?
Hey, let's buy some pants.
Yeah.
This is now a pants channel, guys.
Pants.
eBay. Zip
Pants.
100 slimline, and I get
Olive colored pants.
Zip. You need a zippered pants. That's what you need.
Results matching fewer words. I
All right,
actually get
guys.
zips.
Khakis or chinos? Let's go around. Let's get everybody's input.
I'm a 38 wide. I need.
Wide.
Oh, zip tie. Look at
I
that.
have a 38-inch inseam. I can't even walk inside my own house. It's all ceiling fans. I've been decapitated like 8 times.
The National Geologic Survey goes, "Oh, Ron's walking around his house again. That's not a false alarm."
The decapitation doctors don't want to see me anymore.
Steve, you
It
need
won't, the ambulance won't even come anymore to my house.
Ooh, travel bag. Look at that.
Yeah. Steve, you need to
What?
go buy it.
It's a zip. Iomega zip travel bag.
It's from Canada, guys. You can't trust it.
Smells like maple syrup.
You're gonna take it home and like a hockey skate. It's just gonna like pop out and like cut your jugular.
Oh, look at that. Go back up.
You are grim after midnight.
Go back up, Jay. It was a beige zip drive.
Yeah, it's an Epson one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's just the internal ones. Never mind.
It's only $300.
Nah, those
Hey,
are
best offer. You could probably get it for about 40.
400.
No, you crash it. Like you're absolutely like you test where the basement is, where it's just like $1, and you see because sometimes people set those auctions and they do not set like a auto reject, and so it's at least you got them on the line, and they'll come back and they'll be like, it was like $1,000, might need about $850, and it's like okay, $2.
Can you believe that some pillock is trying to sell a zip drive for $300 here?
Whoa.
Yeah, we just saw it.
Well, I just sent an offer in on the zip drive with the fancy case. So there you go. Even though it's a PC one, I like the case. Yeah.
Travel case.
I knew you would.
I'm not paying anywhere near $46 plus $16 shipping. I can tell you that.
Would you offer him 18?
I'm not telling you.
Him 880.
But it was within $1 of what you said, Dana.
Hey, Alex. How are you doing?
It's a J Street.
CompuServe install. Awesome.
Bruce,
Got a copy.
so you were just AFK? Is that because your wine arrived?
No, I was checking to see if it has, but there's a car just rolling up.
He'd be smiling if it did.
Bruce is gonna just like
Look at
he's gonna run away with his headphones on, just break the headphone port on his Mac.
He's all excited.
The car just there.
Oh, there's a lot of 6 SCSI Iomega Zip and Jazz drives for $46. Oh, it's an auction. Oh, fudge that.
Now we're all
Steve is
looking at
censoring himself.
At this point, Bruce has got the wrong thing. Like they're just gonna send grapes and yeast to his house and just say, "Take it from here. Good luck."
A bunch of grapes in a big wooden bucket, and you have to go stomp them.
That's the live stream I'd watch.
He should be a bit further up that way. I'm worried about him parked there.
Bruce, just turn the camera. We need to see it too.
Just run outside screaming, "Where's my wine?"
With that, he has no pants on. He just has a shirt.
It's not even.
Where's my
delivered
wine?
yet.
watch? Are you wearing a watch? It says 2 hours.
Guys, you know Bruce is just staring at like a concrete wall, right? There's like no window there.
All the cap fumes have gotten to him finally.
No one's even getting
It
out
was
of
a
the
matter
car.
of time.
Oh God. Bruce's wife is just looking at him like, "What the hell are you looking at me for?"
They're walking. They're walking. They're walking.
Yes, but are they carrying a large box?
Do they have a box?
Just childlike wonder on Bruce's face.
That's live stream material right
It
there.
reminds me of when the cap exploded on that 2FX board. And he just goes, "Did you see that?"
Oh God. Oh.
He's gonna come back with a smile this big on his face.
and a glass about that full.
Yeah. I was gonna say, after all this build up, if this bottle of wine has like a screw top on it, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
It's in a paper bag.
It's a paper bag filled with liquid, not even inside. It's just...
So what brand of wine? It's a it's a 2020 Manischewitz. Sir, would you like to smell the cap?
Smell the cap.
It is called the Ferocious Canine 2020.
So Ron, you have a question about the
What
machine
is that
behind you?
computer behind you with dual floppies? That is a enhanced 2E with the duo disc and just a the generic monochrome display. That is when I kind of started back down this little journey. A friend of mine gave me the machine. It was just basically like, this is taking up a bunch of space. And so now it takes up a bunch of space in my house, but it takes up so much space that it just lives right there on the table, always encroaching on live streams, always encroaching on anything I'm working on.
It's waiting for its big moment.
Yeah, I really need to get organized.
Hey, look at me. Hey.
Hey, change my movie cap. Hey.
No, actually, I just it's one of those things. I leave it unplugged all the time, so I'm just waiting for the day
When you just plug it.
That I have my refill moment.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
His mouth is all wine stained. He's just like, guys, it was amazing.
Now I've got to get the shit cold.
So how many bottles are we talking about?
12.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That'll last you, what, a week?
It'll be done by Sunday.
There's a tomorrow.
Depends on the sort of week I have, I suppose.
Yeah, this is about right.
The bottle is already empty. That's why Bruce was away for so long. He had to take it. Oh, God.
By the way, I don't know how we're doing on this stream, but
I got 11 views. Keep
let me
going.
pull up this art here.
Ron doesn't have to sleep anymore.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
Yeah.
Nice. How
I
funny
saw it
would it
right
be if you somewhere sent a board and it says that?
That would be quite funny.
I think I found the best thing on eBay right now. That's
Yeah.
iOmega related.
What's her name?
Anyone remember Now Utilities?
I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Slightly damaged, but good.
But good. That's a greedy listing.
Look at all the cracks.
Let's
That's
melt
That's
them
crazy.
down.
That's how people in denial like describe their marriages. You know, it's like slightly
Slightly
damaged,
damaged.
but good.
But
Yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. It's
I'm
good.
not. We've
Honey,
not
stop crying. It's good. It's good.
We've not murdered each other in our sleep. It's
What's his receipt for a Smith & Wesson?
we're in it for the long haul here.
Oh, God.
1.7.6
Ooh.
S hard disk toolkit.
1 minute, 20 seconds left on Big Sur.
Big Sir.
What are you
Big
going to install
third.
it on?
Yeah.
The clamshell?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
On all
That
my
poor
Deep Space
clamshell.
Nine models, that's what I'm gonna.
So you're upgrading
That's
your
actually
Pro?
an empty box.
It's a
What?
great episode where I don't know, Kira and Court get together. I guess whatever. It's the imaginary 8th season. Anything can happen.
Imagine what that kid would look like.
Oh my gosh, it's all
Ooh,
ears.
ooh,
It would be-
ooh, ooh.
Calm down.
What happened?
Steve had like a fanfic moment there. I think
This is not OnlyFans. This is YouTube.
collectible.
Is it?
Jazz.
It holds your
What?
jazz discs.
Ooh.
I'm going to add that to my watch list.
$7.
$7. They don't have a best offer. I would have just made it.
I've archived all those discs for you, Steve.
Oh, I only like when people archive them, not archive.
You'll like
What's your
these
vibrating
ones.
there, Jake?
Thank you, Bruce.
Bruce made me feel that I never actually got through the die properly, so I figured let me do this real quick.
Is this the one where he was bitching at you about the silicon?
That's
Yeah.
right, the silicon shortage. Yeah, that's right. The one
Ron,
thing
from
there was something else I wanted you to do with it. I wanted you to
What is he doing?
You bailed on it. What was it? Crap. I was trying to remember. What were some of the other things you were doing with that tool?
Me?
Oh, I wanted you to drill through the I wanted you to drill through the L. What are the things labeled with L? That thing, the inductor.
There's no L there.
Yeah, but drill it.
Inductor has no L in it.
Like you want me to
Cut it.
cut off
Get
the
put
top?
the cutting implement in and cut it in half, please.
Okay.
he asked very
Why?
nicely.
Cut it in half down the middle or left to right?
I
Either
assume
way,
this
I
is
don't
a-
mind. You do it any way you like. You can do it even diagonally if you want to. How about
I'll
that?
sit here and sip my wine while you cut that.
This stream has taken so many odd turns. I love it.
That's it. Cut it diagonally.
That's nice and smooth.
Slow down. Slow down.
Oh God, you're ruining it.
So
That's better.
Oh, dear.
I'll take a bigger chunk off to see what we got. All right.
No,
I assume this
that's
is a
not what I
junk
asked for.
board.
That's absolutely not what I asked for.
Well, I can't cut it left to right because I can't get the thing in there.
That is not what I asked for.
So straight
I don't
down the
want
middle.
The
I don't
one
want-
guy only just left. How about that? Yeah, that's I like it.
He was
Yeah.
waiting for you to ask for more, Bruce. You missed your opportunity.
Maybe he's waiting for a tip or something.
This guy really wanted his wine. I bet you he went inside to give me a tip.
You won't see that happening much in this country. Oh, look at it.
Hold on.
It broke.
No, you got those set screws that you gotta, set.
Ron, from a
I-
level of 1 to 10, how much regret do you have by joining this stream?
No, this is great. I'm having a wonderful time.
There's no
Doing
better
your-
way to
He's
spend
doing
it.
his taxes while he waits,
just-
you know.
No. I've just been again. I had I don't know if I've gaslit myself or what's going on, but I'm searching for this this power computing machine that I swear I saw.
The guy
Like,
probably
I
took
have-
it down.
I'm
Unfortunately.
literally.
It is funny how you don't see them on eBay hardly.
I know, and I gave a whole stack of them away like an idiot.
They sold thousands of them here, but
I used to do IT work for a lawyer that they had like a ton of like 2SIs and stuff, and they replaced them all with power computing machines, like the power base, and they were all excited about how fast they were, but I am not joking. They called every week with some kind of issue, and I was like, I said, we really just need to go to like 7.6, something like that, but they were like, no, it's like I think like 7.12 or something is like the very first
Oh, God,
version,
yeah. No,
and they
thank
were
you.
like, we're staying right there because I like the way it looks, and I was like, you're kind of, I was like, these are power PC machines, none of that's optimized. I said, you're
runs like shit, but I like the way it looks.
right. It's like, I went to school for 8 years to be a lawyer. I know all about this. Okay, that's cool. Got it. The checks cleared. Yes, great. That sounds perfect. All right.
Bye. See you next week.
Steve, what the hell are you browsing?
What?
I can still see your screen on the.
Oh, I was just on
down
Reddit.
there.
I was just on Reddit.
That ain't your wife.
No.
I like this. Look at this. This pizza box. Oh, that's so great. Next step, Mac OS and MS DOS.
You have to
Oh,
do
sorry.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
is
I've
great.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I saw that picture.
I loves it. I love
he
it.
had like 3 operating systems running on it too, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's Mac and DOS and Mach.
I kicked myself. There was a guy who had some Next slabs at VCF East. He only wanted like $70 for them. I know.
just-
They were
did.
they were mono slabs. though.
One was a color one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
nobody. He had a Next Cube and the monitor. He wanted like $1,000 for it. So everyone was like, "Oh, it's pretty, but I'm not giving you $1,000." It actually sold during the show, but behind it were like these two slabs that nobody like. Everyone was kicking themselves after they sold them. Slabs.
Slabs.
It's Johnny Slabs.
New Jersey coming out, yeah.
The clamps.
Slabs.
Clamps.
Right.
Oh, God and baby Jesus.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you can't
Is
cut
that
it
allowed?
down. Bruce went away.
I know.
Turkey
That's
boy.
why I switched to a different tool.
You broke it.
You know, like my brother and I, we saw the Jerky Boys movie in the theater. It's like exactly 59 minutes long. And you feel every minute.
Oh,
Like
God.
I swear that those guys, it must have been something where it was like, if we get this into theaters, we can extract enough of people's souls that we will live forever. And so it was on like 500 screens.
Oh, I got one of those too,
Ooh,
Bruce.
and Nick's
Yes, I'm
pencil.
not surprised you've got one of those too. I
Don't
think you got
sharpen
it
it.
from the same place I did.
Yeah. Don't sharpen it. It's rare.
No.
Steve Jobs.
It's a
I needed Jay because
absolutely
that thing.
genuine.
Is it
Next
one of those
pencil.
ones that's all bendy though, or
Yeah.
Oh, rare. It's bendy.
yeah?
I muted
It's
Jay
not a
because that
reprint
thing
or
was like
anything.
rattling my brain.
Yeah, that thing is way too loud.
Steve Jobs touched it.
Jay's just
Why-
going to town on that.
Why is he doing? I assume this is a junk board.
It is now.
It was at that time Jay looked at the serial number and went, crap.
He's all he needs to do now is complain about how he made a big mistake by moving locations. it's Jay Rossman.
Yeah, what
Ooh,
was
there's
up with
some
that? I saw
copper
his
there.
thumbnail where he said, "I'm an idiot for moving," and I was like, "What did
Yeah.
you do?"
I watched the video, and it's basically that he had a good location. I guess had good foot traffic and all that.
Yeah, but
And
he wasn't going to be
moved
there for
somewhere
much
more
longer.
expensive. Yeah, but I think the place that he picked, he was thinking that there wasn't going to be a pandemic, which I think a lot of people
Yeah.
rookie mistake.
You can,
I think a lot of people they should have just
mistake.
you just got to look at the markets, guys. Come on, and realize there's going to be a global pandemic that might dent your business just a tiny bit.
Mhm.
Is that what you were after, Bruce?
It is.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. He's
Down
spent
to
now.
the copper.
Are you do you feel satisfied with that outcome, Jay?
I not really.
I don't think Bruce is.
I expected more copper.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, it will be in a spiral.
I love the power this thing has, though.
Yeah, I'm impressed for a little tiny fucker. I mean, thing.
This ain't Maciac. You can say it.
Yeah, you're right. I can calm down.
I need to clean my microscope because Jay's looks much sharper than mine.
Yeah, he's
Well, it damn well should. He
sick
spent like
looking
a year and a half trying to fix it.
He bought a whole new one.
I forget we're still live. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Is anyone actually watching us? Oh,
We got 11 unfortunate souls.
There's 11.
I'm always surprised when more than 2 people show up.
Well, Ron told all of his friends, so
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
all 2 of them.
the one guy didn't respond, but the other guy, he told everybody else.
Yeah, look, Dave's here. Alex is here. Starbucks here. Sean was here, but he probably said, "All right, fuck these guys."
Yeah, right.
Where's Sad Mac? What the hell's going on there?
That's got there.
Yeah,
I like that you have these expectations for people. Like, where the hell are these people?
Where's Head Mac? He's always on these things.
He is.
All right. Now I'm happy.
Oh, crap. I gotta go and finish what I was doing, guys. I can't waste more time.
Which
with you
was laying
folks.
on the couch
Before you-
watching us.
Before
Yeah.
you go, Steve, I got to tell you about this. in my search for this power computing machine, I found somebody in St. Louis
Mhm.
that has a Performa 405,
Ooh.
like LC2, but it's like keyboard, mouse, and that like really cheap Performa monitor, like the one
Without the
like
Apple logo on it.
Yeah, if you turned it on these days, it just instantly gives you eye cancer.
Yeah.
So he has one. It's $50. Okay, the whole setup, $50. And I'm thinking
$49.99.
that's maybe not too bad because power supply,
Yeah.
other stuff.
I mean, how
keyboard,
badly
mouse,
do you want an LC? That's
not very, but but he was like, well, hold. I sent him a message, and he goes, well, hold on, I don't have that exact one anymore. I'm like,
Well, then take it down.
yeah. I was like, well, what exact one do you still have? I said, you got pictures? He goes, hold on, let me send you some pictures. He sent me like 30 pictures of an ImageWriter 2 from different angles. I'm just like, damn, this is a lot of ImageWriter 2 pictures, but
well.
Oh my
Now
God.
I'm going to ask you, what revision was it? Does it say ImageWriter 2 on it?
it does. It's the second one.
All right, so it doesn't have
Second
the. It's not the one with the ports are on the back. They're on the legs. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Look, we're losing
actually
you.
I've still got one of those because that kind of looks really good next to your 2C kind of thing. So, but no, like literally like 20 pictures of an ImageWriter from different angles. Oh, I got other Mac stuff. Hold on.
20. It was
More
30
ImageWriters.
5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I was like, well, no, he keeps sending them. He hasn't stopped. It's been like a solid 5 minutes.
The guy's like,
he's just getting more boudoir shots of this ImageWriter too.
there's like one in the rain, one in the snow.
I finally just started sending messages. I was like, listen, man, it's like this picture here makes it look sad. You're gonna. I don't know what you're doing.
I know a guy. He rescues them. He feeds them, and he doesn't even want this one.
Like, dude, if you make about 3 more pictures, you can start an OnlyFans account for that printer.
I'm gonna take all these.
Only
photos.
ribbons. Only ribbons.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Sarah McLachlan music behind it or something.
Is onlyribbons.com available? It seems to be. Ooh, hold on.
So for those that are still here watching, there's a reason I try to cut off my streams at 1 hour. After that, it completely goes to shit really quickly.
Well, Jay, I blame you. You stopped doing stuff. So
I did my stuff. The zip drive is dead.
that's
I can't
my point.
fix it.
You stopped it, and that's just crazy.
Rails? Where we're going, we don't need any rails.
All right. I need a yes or no from you guys.
No.
Oh,
Maybe.
I really want to buy onlyribbons.com.
I would sleep on it.
No.
It's just $15. Do it.
No, you know what? Here's a better idea. Buy nofans.com dedicated to the original iMac.
I'm pretty sure that's already taken.
I've still got to go out to dinner, and I'm so freaking tired.
Bruce,
It was registered in 2004.
your
I thought they
adrenaline
just
was
delivered your
rushing,
dinner.
Bruce, waiting for that wine, and now it's been delivered and you're crashing.
That's here. I'm crashing. Absolutely. Yeah. I need to start drinking it, but the only problem is I still have to drive, and there are laws about that.
Well,
Really, in Australia?
only if you get caught.
I just thought it just seems like it's a lot of wide open space.
They're
What are you
actually,
gonna hit?
well, there's a lot of wide open space in the middle. That's all
In the
desert.
middle.
We're all
Right.
crammed to the outsides.
Yeah,
Because that's where you can actually live.
you can live in the middle. It's just rather hot.
It's rather
Yeah.
and a bit dry.
Well,
Yeah,
And you end up
rather
looking
hot
like-
and dangerous animally.
there was a day a couple of years ago where, right where I am here, it was the hottest place on the planet on that day.
Oof.
I was on that one day, and they just put it on the news. I said, this particular location, there was nowhere else on the world at that moment that as hot as that. So I thought that was a fairly impressive thing, especially seeing as we're on the friggin' coast.
There were like 3 volcanoes that immediately called their publicist. They're like, how do you, Sandy, why do you keep letting this shit go out? It's like, we're literally liquid rock.
I asked for magma.
These Australians are like dragging us on the news. Come on.
But yes, I'm afraid the whole drink driving thing is extremely strict over here. So yeah, that's not an option, I'm afraid.
Bruce, the photo you sent about a week and a half ago of that spider.
Oh yeah,
Was that
you
real?
remind me.
yeah, of course it's real. I'm not going to send you fake spider
Mailed it
photos.
to my house.
You would, but I had to
Australia,
delete,
he doesn't have to send fake spiders. You turn a corner and there's 10 of them on
Well,
every.
can you pull it up on the stream? Because I had to delete the group chat from my phone because I ran out of space.
I will bring it up. Just bear with me a second. Now I took it on my Pahone, didn't I? So
No, there was no banana for scale, but I would imagine you would need several.
A bunch of bananas.
I'll just. It's probably easier to just grab from the chat, depending on how far back I have to go.
The reason I started thinking about that spider is when you have stuff like that to worry about, who gives a crap about drunk driving?
Spiders flipping cars over all down the street.
Isn't there a movie with giant spiders terrorizing the
There's
city?
about 700
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
with giant
they're
spiders.
Eight-legged freaks.
Eight-legged freaks is probably my favorite.
That's
one's
the one,
quite
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Earth versus
That's the one with
Predator.
And then Sharknado
David,
came out.
Yeah.
They replaced it.
David, what's his name in it?
Oh, it had a young, what's her name, Black Widow in it.
Scarlet?
Yeah.
I mean, it had all kinds of spiders in it. Probably Black Widows too.
Arachnophobia was a good one.
Yeah.
There it is. Is that it?
Yeah, here we are. I found
What?
it.
Share it so all the world can see.
All the world can see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
If
Take
you're
us
not
home,
the-
Bruce.
If you're an arachnophobe, don't watch.
Okay, I'm gonna just share this shit.
You know, there's people that are scared of when people Photoshop their arm with like holes in it and stuff. There's
Oh, I
people
hate
like-
that. No, I hate that. Shit. That is, no. It's called trypophobia or something like that. I learned the hard way that I suffer from that. I would look at spiders all day long before I look at that.
Yeah,
There he is.
fuck all that.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
that.
look at that huntsman.
No.
Here's a little feller. It's probably a lady actually, but you know. And he
How-
wasn't there the
how
next
big-
day.
How big was that, Bruce? Approximately.
Probably, no, not that big. Probably about that sort of size.
Yeah, hell no.
Christ on the cross.
Nope.
Yeah.
If I lived in Australia, my insurance company, but you burnt down your 7th house this year. Explain what the hell you're doing.
It was a spider. What would you do?
It's as I've said to you before, Jay. It's not the houses that are the issue. It's the fact that those things get in your car.
Oh,
That's when they really sneak up on you when you're driving and they pop out of somewhere while you're driving.
Oh.
That is when it
They're like,
really
hey,
gets
can we stop by A&P? Because dude, you're gonna be happy I'm here. We can totally use the carpool lane.
I got
You got a
8,000 of my
Speedway?
friends in the trunk. Yeah.
hey, can we stop at Speedway? I need a slushie.
My dear wife had that happen many years ago in Florida. She gets in the car, starts it, cranks the AC full blast, and
Oh,
a
no.
whole cloud of tiny white spiders come blowing out.
No, I would abandon the car.
I would fill that car with poop in a matter of seconds. Just-
The spiders would be like, forget it, we're done.
Because first you say it, then you do it.
That's our phobia. Humans, the poops. We don't
The
want to be
poops.
part of that. Poop.
yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, though, Australia, with all of your deadliness and large animals, megafauna and megaflora potentially. It's probably out there in the desert. Nobody knows. But the subbacanophobia, like there is this subbacanophobia. So it's like the idea of like boats and like things like sunken things under the water, like what kind of might be lurking there.
I've heard of that.
That's like a kind of a thing for me. So I remember being a little kid and going to Disney and riding like the 20,000 Leagues ride and being just like really put off by all this murky stuff under the water. Or like as an adult, we went to Disney with my son and you're on Jungle Cruise There's all the stuff that kind of pops up out from underneath the murky water. There's nothing kind of going on. It's not like there's any real danger, but it's kind of like, ah. And then I saw a video where like one of the boats mostly sank, and then people are just kind of standing there ankle deep, like standing on top of the boat. And I'm just like, my fears realized. But in Australia, there is a tourist attraction where there is a bunyip that is like kind of in this little Quonset hut looking deal. And it is under the water, and you press a button and it kind of comes up, and it used to be extremely terrifying. This bunyip. Yeah, some mechanophobia. And
this is scary to you?
It's unnerving.
Or unnerving? Okay.
But Google
the plane looks sad. That makes me
Google
afraid.
submechanophobia bunyip, and you will get exactly.
So to explain to people what a bunyip is something from the original landowners of this country, the Aboriginal people. They have a sort of a mythical creature called a bunyip. So they do not exist, but there's a mythical creature called a bunyip.
They don't exist?
Yeah, it can look like anything you want a bunyip to look like. I've seen illustrations of them looking all sorts of different things. So, it's that's it can it can be anything you like.
See,
this just makes me
I had no idea that was a
the
thing.
People that put this thing up as a tourist attraction were like, you know what? The kids are scared of this. We should totally put a smaller bunyip in there too with it, because that's gonna make
friendly.
it better. But it's like they've redone this a couple of times, and it there was a point where like a hydraulic line broke, so this black oily thing was coming up out of the water, and it's their sound and stuff. Yeah, this is.
That's amazing.
Really?
So is this the same as, for example, after I saw Jaws at a way too early age, but parents weren't home, I found the remote, shit happens.
Yeah,
I didn't set foot in any, I barely took a damn shower because there might be something down there. Is it similar to that?
I think it's that same type of feeling that there's something that's lurking that's gonna get you.
That was me after watching the movie Speed. I didn't want to get to any elevators because there's that one scene with the elevator.
Or buses.
No, I didn't care about the buses. The elevators freaked me out.
Well, I just thought you swore off like Sandra Bullock movies. Like I couldn't watch the net. Cool. I was
imagine swimming along and seeing that.
One thing I did want to just very quickly say in defense of this particular country, although we do have, one of the
in defense of this country,
a couple of the deadliest spiders, and we've certainly got the deadliest snake, and probably about the third and fourth, fifth deadliest snake in that as well. And we do have saltwater crocodiles. I get all that. But we don't have any large sort of land predators, things. We don't have lions, we don't have tigers, we don't have bears, nothing like that at all. So, when you think of things like bears, they're a great big, gigantic, dangerous thing. We don't have anything like that here. So you really, if you're wandering around in the what we refer to as the bush, that's just like anywhere that's not habited, not by people. That we just generally call the bush. Yes, you want to be genuinely concerned about things around your ankles, but that's all. You're only going to be worrying about leeches or snakes,
crawl or slither.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have to worry about things jumping out and attacking you like
arachnobutyrophobia.
Does anyone here suffer from this one?
No.
I think that Australia got rid of all the big land predators right about the time that Chopper Reed died. Thank you.
Steve, this guy, man, he just knows everyone.
I'm big in Australia, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, that's an interesting thing. So Chopper, the movie Chopper, about Chopper Reed, had its 20th anniversary this year, and they've just re-released it. I think they've remastered it and they've re-released it, sort of in high def and everything like that. And I have bought it, and I have yet to watch it in high def. I'm really looking forward to doing it. It stars Eric Bana playing the part of Chopper. If anyone gets an opportunity to watch it, do see it. Yeah, there we go. It's quite something else. So I promise you've never seen anything quite like it. It's not to everyone's taste, I will say that. So, and you would not believe how fat Eric Bana let himself get for that role. So he had to play young Chopper and he had to play old Chopper, and he had to put on a stack of weight to play the old Chopper. And he said that because he didn't have a whole lot of time to do it, he just had to go out and eat loads and loads of donuts and hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff.
That lucky son of a bitch.
Good way to jumpstart your diabetes.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's I would recommend if you haven't seen it and you want to see an interesting Australian movie. It's fairly gruesome and gory at times because it does involve a few murders and that. But
his name is Chopper. I wouldn't expect anything else.
There is an Australian comedy, like contemporary one. This guy was still alive. Like I probably would not have done this, but it was the big joke. I can't remember what the name of the show was, but it was like they had a running skit where he would there was a guy and he's, I'm Chopper Ray, I'm here, and he would just go up to people and just be like, it's like, well, everybody's having a bit of a whinge, and it's like, it's time to hide the fuck up. Like, and he just go up to like little kids and just be like,
was it the real Chopper? Or was the Chopper impersonator? I'm not sure what you saw. Yeah. So he's
Ronnie John's Half Hour. Yeah,
that's right, Ronnie John. So he actually saw him when I went to the movies once recently. He was he was watching a movie in the same theater, and cool. he still does it. So he still
it's a lot safer to do it these days. I don't know that he had like a big. I mean, I think he passed away like in 2012, 2013, something like that. So that was
related stuff.
Yeah.
From drug use and stuff like that. But I mean, sort of Ronnie Johns, he just every now and again, like even just like on his own Facebook page, he just does these little, Chopper impressions. That's his claim to fame. That's his thing, is just doing Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
But he's, there's some of those can be very, very funny.
Is that kind of like the Aussie Man guy?
Well, Aussie Man probably is, it's the same sort of thing. It's really turning up the Aussie, It's like just getting the Aussie and turning it up to 11.
Yeah.
So,
that video is still on here, by the way. Of the guy in the supermarket.
Oh, that yes. Now I hate to say this, guys, but as I mentioned before, I have a dinner engagement, so I am going to have to take off and bid thee farewell. I've got to go and find some clean jeans to put on so that I look fancy, and
I just bought onlyribbons.com, so I'm going to be developing a website all night. So
but you had a video to edit, didn't you?
Yeah, that's already edited. It's exporting now.
All right. Well, we are
but we have 15 people watching.
Yeah, and that is sad. That is freaking sad. Why?
It's not
Why
sad.
would you watch this?
Because we are unbelievably entertaining. That's why.
How are people going to find out about like obscure to like the Western Hemisphere Australian comedy shows? Yeah. Come on.
Well, look, here's one for
you. From the 90s.
If you have never seen this particular Australian movie, go grab it. It's called Getting Square. So GETTIN' Square. Getting Square. It is really funny. It's got David Wenham in it, who people might remember from Lord of the Rings, and it's also got the guy from Avatar whose name escapes me.
Sam Worthington.
That's Sam Worthington, and it is very. It's not only is it quite exciting and entertaining, it's also very funny. So Getting Square, go and see it. You guys, as in like Jay and Steve and Dana. It's already there. It's available.
It's here on my desktop. I have it right here, and I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. So do yourself a favor.
Do what you have to do.
Do what you have to do.
Guys, there's a warning though. It's got Timothy Spall in it, so apologies about his face, like right up front. Okay, like he's got I got a weird head. This dude has a weird head.
What's his name?
Timothy Spall. He's English, but he started off as a comedian, then became an actor. He was in the Harry Potter films. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyhow, it's
a weird head.
Well worth saying. So yeah. Get into. There's another one called Dirty Deeds, which is that's a pretty good Australian movie as well. Dirty Deeds. That one's got John Goodman in it. So But
Oh,
that
poo.
was not a bad
I
film.
do not have that one yet.
I've never been able to find that one in high def, unfortunately, only in standard def, which is really disappointing. Maybe they'll release it again one day. We can only hope. Okay, I'm getting off now. That's enough of my movie reviews. So,
All right, we'll catch you next time on Bruce's movie reviews.
Yeah.
shall I press the leave studio when I go? How about
I almost did that before, but I didn't tell
You
anybody.
could. I mean, it has been done before, you know.
that? Yes. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one. I shall catch you. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there he
There
is.
he is.
There's
Yeah.
so much skin there.
Great backstory about that character is how Ron Weasley had him as like a animorph or whatever, like for years.
Oh yeah, the rat.
And
And he was really
brothers,
heavy
his
then.
brothers had the Marauders map, and they saw that like their kid brother was like sharing a bed with like a 45-year-old man for years and said nothing. They were just like, you know what? We're just not going to worry about this.
It's fine.
Ron
it's
knows what he's doing. He's cool.
Blink twice if you're okay. Nice.
Right.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye,
Later,
Bruce.
Bruce.
We're an even number again. Yay. And now Dana wants pancakes and he's yawning.
Mhm.
I had Taco Bell.
That's not pancakes.
No,
My wife wanted to check out this place
it was good though.
for lunch. So, like, okay, let's go. I can eat. And it was this fancy place. It's a place called Blue Ash. And everything there, well, the town it's in is called Blue Ash.
Yeah, Blue Ash.
The same as the rest of Ohio, but everything is 20 times the markup. Just because it's Blue Ash. So I'm there, and like, yeah, your menu's
Affluent.
ass.
There we are.
Can I have some eggs? Can you scramble me some eggs? Give me some pancakes. You know, I'll eat. All right, scrambled eggs. There's
And they're
two
like,
eggs.
sir, this is
in
an
there.
Italian restaurant. We
No, it wasn't. So the scrambled eggs was just 2 eggs. Come on. So I'm like, okay, make it 6. So I'm like, okay, cool, make it 6. The pancakes,
I would
how
like
big
heart
are
attack,
they?
please.
So she goes like, well, about this big. So the typical American pancake, you know, that piece of rubber, tiny American pancake.
That's not
Like,
typical
okay.
where I come
Wait,
from.
hold on.
Give me
Wait,
4 of
wait,
those.
wait.
Yeah, stop bad mouthing good pancakes,
Yeah, what
Jay.
are we comparing these to? Like
You're talking
The
about
pancakes from
what other
anywhere
nation is
else.
most famous for their pancakes?
Whatever you guys call pancakes over here has nothing to do with pancakes
Here's the deal.
whatsoever.
We have
Son-
an entire restaurant chain called the International House
House
of
of
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
And boy, they are
People-
international.
People
Hold
are
on.
looking up
Hold
to
on.
the United States for guidance on this topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I mean,
sure.
But
like,
where I grew up, pancakes were no smaller than this.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
You're talking about
Interrupting my
silver
damn
dollar
story
pancakes.
So I can make a point here.
This is what the viewers want to know, Jay.
last in education, last in healthcare,
First
last in
in
social
pancakes.
services, first in pancakes.
This
First
guy-
in gluttonous pancakes.
Look at
this.
these beautiful American pancakes.
Those are called silver dollar pancakes.
The fuck is that? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, those are the baby ones. You don't want those.
Those
Yeah,
are
so this-
really-
The first time I ordered pancakes, I think it was at a Denny's. I got this garbage.
Well, there's your
on it.
problem.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Denny's.
So,
Here's the deal. Was there 2 Denny's in the town? Because you got to make sure you go to the good Denny's.
yeah, okay.
You go to the bad Denny, the one where the waitresses are like
See,
in
now
20
I lost the
20
whole point of my story. I went out to
Good.
lunch, and I don't even know why I brought it up. I've
So
Something
you-
about
okay.
eggs. Something
You
about
asked-
eggs.
Passion right in your eggs at Denny's.
Something
You
about
asked
eggs.
for eggs and they tried to give you 2 and you're like, no, make it 6.
Yeah, so I got six eggs, 4 pancakes because I thought it was that garbage that I just put up on screen. And I still don't know why I'm telling this, but I might as well finish it. So I got the eggs, I got the pancakes, everybody ate, and I got a bill for $125.
For just
That's-
your part?
For just
That's
pancakes.
the eggs tax.
And we're talking about 2 smoothies, 2 bowls of soup that would fit in my freaking vape here. So yeah, it was ridiculously expensive. And
Because you went to Blue Ash.
why we got to this topic, I have no idea. Because Ron completely derailed me.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Completely derailed me.
I'm sorry, but you should not have bought market priced pancakes. when the maitre d' comes up and they're like, you're kind of discussing that stuff, you'd be like, listen, my uncle owns a pancake farm. I know what you guys are paying.
They're free range pancakes.
I know the wholesale on this. I mean, I can put you in contact. Maybe even I can get you a better deal. But I'm pretty sure these pancakes are worth maybe $19, something like that.
Well, they turned out to be this size, just as thick and fluffy and dry as that garbage, though. Just way bigger. And I'm gonna have to rewind the stream to see why I brought this up, because it's gonna drive me insane.
Well, we'll keep everyone occupied while you do that. Don't worry.
I'm not doing that now. No.
That'll be in the follow-up stream. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, that's Blue Ash. Burro, are you from here? You know.
This will be
why
concerning.
I brought this up?
Do you know why I brought this up?
Bruno Pancakes. He's the sort of the emissary of the chat pancake sort of contingent.
The contingent.
The contingent. We had some strong waffle people in here earlier, but they all went to bed.
Those French toast people, man, they got the short end of the stick there.
Do not start me on crepes. Do not start me on crepes, Steve.
Crepes are fantastic.
That's what I do. It's
Ron told you not to start him on crepes.
Don't get me started on crepes.
We're here. Let's tell crepes.
If I make stuff, I make like crepe batter, and then I'll like a little thick, and then I make like crepe style pancakes where you cook them like 30 seconds aside, and it's like they're very thin and they're kind of eggy and kind of everything you love about a crepe, and people love them, and it's like.
And how many thousands of dollars do you sell them for?
They are market priced, but if you make enough of them, it drives the cost down. So, but the whole idea is like, especially like on a Saturday or something, if you're camping, where it's like you make those real thin crepes and you just like load them, or pancakes. You just load them up with eggs, kind of roll them up, and then you got like an egg dog. You got like a little egg burrito with a pancake outside. It's amazing. Hit the road. This is a recipe channel now. Recipes.
This is recipe.
Yeah. Get everybody in.
This is the House of Moth where anything goes.
It is. Candle reviews. Let's go. Come on.
It smells like an old hard drive. I
have a candle that looks and smells like a root beer float, and I can't bring myself to light it because I don't want to ruin it. It looks really cool.
We had a White Castle. Have you guys all eaten at White Castle?
Oh, White Castle. Okay.
I'm done for the evening.
We had a White Castle open. That's beautiful.
It's not even HTTPS. Come on, man.
Yeah. Not secure.
I need to make sure the old computers can view it. I'm sorry, Ron. Please continue.
No, I was just going to say, we had a White Castle open up, and one of their promotions is you go in for like $1.99, you can buy a candle that smelled like a slider. And I was like, I smelled it unlit, and I was like, I'm not sure this is even going in my house. I cannot imagine people that just took them home and were like, the kids are at my mom's house. My wife, she had a hard day at work, but she's kind of feeling it. So I lit a couple candles.
You don't even need the candles. You just need like the old cardboard from the burger holders.
Pour it back, put like some flour, put some petals in it and shit, and then like lit one of those candles, and then we just like projectile foamed it on. I'm not sure who this is for, but it's not human.
It's not human.
There's probably like a dog somewhere that was like, just like, but yeah, it's not Yankee Candle approved. That is for sure.
I've been out weirded. I don't know what to say to that.
Well, we're down to 14 people, so maybe that's a sign to cut it there.
Should we invite Ron to MacYak?
Heck yeah!
See if we can replicate this nonsense.
That asshole. No, I'm happy to sit on a MacYak, and I will.
No, we don't want that Ron. We want this Ron.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why we.
If you give me good setups, I will. I can fire them off. Yeah. I was just going through my Type 5 the other day, like, because every so often you got to update your material. So going through my Type 5, I got a full 2.5 minutes on whether it's okay in 2021 to start selling airline food jokes again, because they don't serve food. But I've got like another minute about how amazing Stroop waffles are, and I just think America's ready.
Yeah, Jay keeps some on hand at all times.
Oh my God.
There was a live stream where Dana was at Jay's house, and
yeah,
they were on the same camera feed, so they were
that was the first time.
They were like all buddy together, and the whole show they are giggling like a bunch of like 8-year-olds in class sitting next to each other, partnering on a project.
Waffles, and we were eating them like this.
Yeah, and they were getting all candies and cookies, and they were like, and we're like, what the hell are you laughing at the entire time? They're just giggling like a bunch of kids. It was hilarious.
If Stroop waffles are involved, I can absolutely see that.
That's what they were.
They're so delicious.
They were not even Stroop waffles, but it was funny.
Were they like generic, like Aldi brand Stroop waffles?
No, I'm gonna have to show you now. Hold on.
Okay.
So we're seeing in the chat that a stories with Ron segment is a requirement of Mac.
Maybe I got some little.
Gather around, children.
Yeah.
Back in the day, pancakes were worth money.
Yeah,
I'll put a link in here.
I got a great work story today. It's we've got a big esports event. I work in higher ed. We got a big esports event that's going to be on campus here in a couple of weeks. And so we went through and we're kind of like getting things in readiness. And I keep having this go around with our student liaison and stuff about how engineered solutions, like we got like a water cooled machine, no amount of RGB fans is going to make that any cooler than what it is. I mean, it might be cool. It might be like, dude, that's baller, but not like a reduction in temperature. So do with that as you will.
Did the link come through?
Yes.
Where? Oh, on the chat.
Amazon.
That's what we were snacking on.
Oh, I forget. Yep. I can't even
Super
pronounce this. What is this?
You have to cut out your tongue.
One of the words is black coffee, but like, what's the?
They were definitely like toffee flavored.
Which word?
Vercade. It's like the worst flavor of Gatorade.
That's the brand. Vercade. That's the brand.
What? What is it called?
Mm. No, it's called Vergot.
Or that works.
But Vercade.
Cafe Noir. It's fantastic. But yeah, Stroop waffles. We had a place on downtown where you would go in the winter and they would make you the Stroop waffle on the spot, and it was about this big.
Oh wow!
And it was still warm, and it was snowing and ice, miserable outside, and you would make the trip downtown just for those things.
I normally got to take a Southwest flight.
That works. That works.
I live in the Midwest. Like, they don't sell anything like that. It's the nearest Trader Joe's is like 8 days travel.
Yeah, the best I can get here is at Kroger, and they're all dry and stale and hard, and they're not nice. But.
Incidentally,
well,
Jay,
you take your cup and you put the Stroop waffle on top of your cup of coffee.
It's not the same.
You let it kind of do its thing, and then it's like, ooh.
Mm.
Incidentally, Cafe Noir.
Sorry, guys.
Cafe Noir was the #1 name for coffee shops in 1995.
Ron, you just have to come on Mac Yak. Don't say a word. You're just miming things the entire time. Dana's got Bruce's victory dance.
Victory dance.
All right, I'm going to bed.
We just got started.
What?
This is gonna be like a Mac 84 19.5 hour like thing to like try to use light to get like cameras or pictures off a camera. Like
I'm triggered. My
son was like, "What is this even about?" And I was like, I was like, dude, it's
Steve has a mental problem. He needs to finish this, otherwise he cannot take the trash out the next
Son,
day.
Steve is trying to use light to transfer information from one 30-year-old computer to the other. Let's watch.
It's like watching Eraserhead. It's more about the journey than it is about the destination. So I was like, just buckle up, and we're gonna get there. And
There will unfortunately likely be a part 3, I'm sure.
But he's like, but Dad, we're 10 minutes in, and he said he can't do it. Why is he still streaming? And I said, son, let me explain how the algorithm works.
And then I'll explain how Steve works.
You keep talking. You just keep talking. You just go somewhere, and you hope that you find your marks as you kind of go down. I said, you know what? We could turn this off and come back in 20 minutes. You'll probably be playing Duke Nukem. Who knows?
You'll just be wandering down this path, hoping for some like strange wizard will jump out and help you along your way.
Steve's just going along. He's pulling that content, all that low-hanging fruit right off the trees.
Did you say there was going to be a part 3? There was actually a part 2 that I missed.
There was a part 2.
Yeah, but it's not the Empire Strikes Back of the series.
It's more of the Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
it was like the Hobbit Part 2.
For like 20 minutes, all Steve does is talk about how he hates sand. You can skip it, okay?
Okay.
Oh God, Ron, it hurts to laugh.
See, I've been proposing for over a year now that we do a drunk Mac Yak, but I keep getting voted down.
This is similar enough.
Fantastic.
This is similar enough.
Who's voting you down?
Well, I think everybody.
Nobody.
Waiting that long for the wine to show up.
Bruce would definitely not vote you down.
Bruce won't do it because it's in the morning for him, and he has to work
9
the rest of the day.
we would destroy Bruce.
Bruce would get on a conference call and go, "Hey, fuckers!
What the hell do you want?"
Did I ever tell you guys you're a bunch of idiots?
I love you, stupid idiots.
It's called design, not designed by committee.
It's Bondi.
Oh God.
Where do you stand on this, Ron? Bondi Blue or Bondi?
Oh no.
I've heard it both ways, but I'm more interested in finding out if it's Vesa or Visa.
No. Don't dodge. Don't dodge.
Or Lido or Lido.
Is it Lido? Whoa. Yeah,
GIF
is it
or GIF?
Is it like Boss Skaggs or is it
Oh God.
I've heard Bondi Blue, and that's probably the more common pronunciation.
Bondi Blue?
Bondi.
Yeah, that's what Bruce says.
Yeah.
Even though the original Aborigine word for it is Bundi.
Yeah.
Now the Australians say Bondi. Steve's coughing up a lung. Oh, there it goes.
That's where that capacitor went. There you go.
So Steve Jobs named the color after Bondi Beach in Australia, which the Australians call Bondi Beach, but the Aborigines word is Bundi.
Yeah, they
so I say we're
first,
both right.
Okay?
I think it really, a lot of that stuff just kind of comes down to, I guess, whatever. It's like you've got color classics, everywhere else in the European market and things like that. And you got color classics in the US. They charge us by the letter, so we gotta leave. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's honestly what it is. That's why we dropped all those things, because like the American newspaper industry, you're paying by the letter instead of paying by the word. So they were just like, need a U. Forget it.
Why are we using all this removable type, spelling out color with a U? We don't even say the U. It's not color.
Yeah. It's herb though is the one that always got me. It's like we could have saved some money.
We'll leave the H on.
We didn't even say the H. Get it out of there.
Oh God. All right,
We actually gained 2 more viewers.
I am going to bed, so you will lose viewers.
People heard about they heard about the magic that's happening.
They're waiting to see data being transmitted by light.
Yeah, probably so.
YouTube has
I see it every
this
day.
video.
It's bouncing off shit, hitting me right in the eyeball.
God!
But-
Yes. That's gonna be the third episode. Is gonna be me turning the iMac up. And it's like falling down. And that's it.
Oh,
It's like,
I say live chat, put it to a vote. Does Steve go to bed or no?
No, I sleep, man. Go. I keep yawning.
I sleep, man.
I had to press export on this damn video, but I had to find the photos that are on one of these hard drives. I had to find which one the photos on.
Freaking Christ!
You need
Yeah.
to label those.
They are labeled.
Maker.
They
No,
are
they're not.
labeled. Yes, they
No
are.
wonder Backblaze hates you.
They're all
like
labeled.
drive hinge up there.
See, they're all labeled.
Oh,
Oh God.
Backblaze loves me, especially when I ask them weird questions. They're like, "Sir, you're not using the product how you should be."
do you enjoy the smell of children?
I think that's a good place to end it.
I don't even know what to say anymore. To summarize, we came here to fix a zip drive, which I failed at, and then it just got fucking weird for an hour and a half. And
That's what happens when you try and avoid the click of death.
Wait, hold on. You were the one that said, and I quote, to all of you, feel free to join. It's a chill stream.
yeah, I didn't expect it to get this weird.
Yeah,
This is chill.
At first.
At first, after an hour, anything goes.
Oh gosh. Well, it's been real, fellas.
Yes,
Real,
it has.
real fun. Flipping screws.
All right. We really need to end the stream before Steve goes off the deep end.
I'm home alone tonight. This is worrying everybody. Help.
So you're not going to bed, are you?
I'm going right to bed. Wake up at like 12 p.m. tomorrow and happy as a clam until I remember I'm supposed to release a video and then scramble.
Are you releasing it or is Sean releasing
No,
it?
I gave clips to Sean that he's releasing whatever he's releasing, and I have my own thing that I'm exporting, but I haven't exported it yet.
Oh, thank
There it
God
is.
Dave is here.
Oh, Dave gave us permission. Sweet
Oregon.
sweet
For
release.
like 2 hours.
Dave's like, all right, I'm even sick of these guys. Come on.
I've been waiting on you since midnight. Well, anyway, Ron, thanks for hanging out. I know you regret every minute of it, but you might do it again.
No, this
Steve,
was a
Dana,
lot of fun. Thank you
It's
very
been
much.
fun.
The
And,
pancakes are coming in the mail. Don't worry, Ron.
That's good.
We will do this again on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
The yellow and black here, like when I look at it in my peripheral vision, I think it's caution tape. That's so appropriate.
It's very appropriate.
It is. Oh,
Caution,
he wants us to
caution.
end the stream because he needs sleep.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to click the end broadcast button now before this gets worse. So good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll
good
see you
night.
next time.
Onlyribbons.com.